Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Chrome Quest number 8. I thought I'd done a lot more of these, but apparently I've only done 8, and to be honest, we're making very good progress so far. I'm just here in headquarters messing around a little bit. I've got a very late start tonight. I actually originally intended to start this stream like 10 hours ago, but I got a little bit sick and I took a very extended nap. I'm feeling a little bit better now, and I guess we'll just be going late tonight. One thing we're going to be doing here differently today is I'm going to try to bang out all of these challenges pretty quickly, especially this one with the bipod kills, and I may play with some pistol headshots. So we're going to be doing the Type 25, which I don't have that many headshots on. Oh my gosh, I barely have 25. So I have a lot of headshots to go on the Type 25. And I'm going to be doing a lot of other challenges, so odds are we are going to be in for a very long stream tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and do a public match, and we're going to start out with Demolition 24/7. Let's see. Hello, Robert Cooley. Hello, June. Janison Gomez. KK Boy. Savage Ice. Oblivion's Will Virus. Barchris Plays, Fruit Machines, nice to see it. Passion, Michael Ozaran, Juan, AAA Gaming, nice to see you. You were first today. Jake Price, CG, Mikey J, Caleb McConnell is here today. Jonathan Bush, Zero, good to see you too. Dylan Burke, Rory, Ryan, Gabe, Major Change, Milky TV, Calvin and Hobbs, Matt Alger, Grinning Man, Jacob U, lots of friendly faces here tonight, and we are just gonna, oh, there's Asher as well, and Jason Maxwell. We are gonna try to get these bipod kills on this light machine gun as fast as we can to progress through the challenges, and then I'm gonna be popping on over to, let's see here, got a message from J-Hub, and then I'm gonna be popping on over to the Type 100, or my phone's not gonna work. That's fine too, that's lovely. Hey, Gary Carter, Tonketsu, Ashling Lapless, lots of people. Wow, chat's moving so fast, I can't keep up. Okay, so let's try to do these challenges as fast as we possibly can. I'm just going to try to mount this somewhere useful, I suppose. I'll probably try to run up, like, and just mount it in the window over there and see if I can pick people off on the other side. I only have to get 10 kills, so it shouldn't take very long. Hello, Michael Boone. Mexican Gameplays. Jake Scrin Grill. Lots of friends today. I think we're playing 4v4, 4v5, which is going to be a little slower. As long as nobody's, like, up here sniping, it should be fine. Typically, they don't. I just gotta find a friend. Find a friend. Anybody wants to come be my friend. One friend down. Man, this is the most intense challenge I've ever seen. I got shot by somebody that I actually couldn't see. Yep, this challenge is intense. Get bipod kills, ladies and gentlemen. Bipod kills, the greatest kills. And they're probably no longer going to let me sit there and keep doing that. Otherwise, they'd be very, very stupid. Hey, Fireside Lemons. Oh, I got Boomy Bandius over here scratching me. Go away, Boomby. Okay, let's see if I can do this. This side should pretty much already be locked down. I don't really expect them to come through here unless they're desperate. But it's still an easy place to get bipod kills for the challenge. So, just waiting. Waiting. Still waiting. I might be waiting a little while here. I really just don't want them to come through my back, because that would really suck. I'm actually hoping that they kind of rush through after the bomb detonates, because it's a good time to get easy kills when you do that. So if I was them, I would rush right through this smoke right now and be like, easy kills. Oh god! He did it. He actually did it exactly the way he was supposed to, so yay, question mark. Okay, the hipfire LMG is not doing what I kind of need it to tonight. I'm getting a lot of hits on it, just not getting a lot of kills. Excuse me, sir. I have to go mount my machine gun somewhere. I'm just going to waddle in here, hipfire ready. I'll see if I can catch somebody off guard. I'm not going to get any bipod kills like this, but I can have a spot of fun.
Enemy has defused the explosion.
Yep, there should be a guy right around the corner. Can't mount the bipod. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm ready to camp and hold a side, though I think I've got 3 teammates holding that side. They shouldn't be able to rush in as easily. But they did. Got a 3rd kill. I'm really worried about my back. I hope my friend over there goes to guard my back. I saw that there was a dude that snuck in. Oh god, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. I gotta bail. Too many people. Hey, Bear Chimp. Hey, June. Good to see you. Okay. We're making a little progress on our bipod kill challenge tonight, which I think is a good thing. What I'd be doing if I were smart would be trying to play a little mix and match and try to get headshots and bipod kills. Probably won't really be able to do that, though. I like how I get hit by 2 bombs at once. Oh no, that's right. I prestige the armored division so I no longer have my explosive resistance. I feel like that really should be like the first or second thing for that division and not the very last thing. Because it's super, super annoying the way they do that. Now if I were them, I would be coming back up here behind me. So I'm going to go through this building and try and clear it out a little bit. Nope, they're, yep, they are probably below me. I never thought that guy would re-challenge me. I thought he was going to go straight for the bomb defuse behind cover. And you're right, Ashling. Hipfire is very unreliable, but it's just kind of a fun thing to do on this particular gun. I mean, that's pretty damn reliable. Whoop. It's fun. May not be the greatest strategy, but it's a fun strategy. I wonder if anybody comes barreling through here for a last-minute kill. Yep. 5 out of 10 kills in the first round's not too bad. It's kind of a slow-paced challenge, if anything. I'll probably go for the middle building next time. I have a question if Lookout is OP. It may not be OP, but it is quite strong. It is indeed quite strong. Protect the flank. You mean flank? I'll protect the flank. They've bound to have been getting tired of me, like, bipoding everything, so... I imagine this round will be slightly harder, though there should still be a party in this house over here. If we get down here and do this, I ought to be able to catch somebody. Yep, there we go. So then my next objective is to bipod in this window if possible. Nope. Probably this window if possible. Oh, I can't look down far enough. Oh, that's lame. Okay. Let's see where they're gonna go. Are they coming to my building? Oddly, no. They're not coming in the building. Windows, I would not like to install updates. Remind me later. Thank you, Windows. Appreciate that. That's exactly what I wanted, was for you to try to get me to install some unnecessary updates. Ah, no! Okay, they should go to alpha pretty quickly, which means I might be able to just cheekily go prone. Oh, come on. Maybe here? Nope. Can I do it here? I think I can do it here. Nope. Can't do it there either. That's lame. Now they're upstairs. Oh, here we go. Somebody's gonna show their ugly face by this bomb. Especially when my teammates move in. Come on. I know you guys want to. They're actually gonna control the area, I believe. Oh, no! As soon as I unmounted, no! Patience. Patience is how you win this game. There he is. I just can't look down. If only I could look down. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is really kind of punishing to do. Oh, glad you guys like the new haircut. Appreciate that. I'll call in the UAVs and stuff here. This really shouldn't take as long as it has been taking. I'll play a little bit more aggressively. I'll like prone out in the streets and stuff like that. Yep, it turns into Chrome once I get every single gun in the game gold. still a dude right over here somewhere. And I do not have my explosive resistance on, which is going to make this class so fun. I think armored is my least favorite one to prestige. Like all the other ones you prestige, it doesn't make that big of a difference. Like, oh, you know, expeditionary, you get less grenades, or mountain, you're on the radar for a little bit. This one, it's like, oh, welcome to everything blows you up instantly all the time. I know they're literally right behind me. I'm just hoping that I'm going to be able to sneak into position where they won't look down. I think it just dropped down. I just want people to run around this corner so I can hose them. That's my entire strategy here.
Paratroopers inbound.
Now my strategy needs to be to move up a bit. I'm in a pretty good spot, so I can look left, right, forward, everywhere.
Mortar shot out. Sweeping the zone.
A field of view. Ah, it's a little narrow though.
Fighter pilot inbound.
Look that way pretty easily. Okay, it's a pretty good spot. I just have to be patient, and they will come to me, and we'll get this bipod challenge done today. Oh, dude, I'm being a big camper. I'm camping like crazy right here. I'm just super camping. I'm omega camping to get the challenge done. I think I have to get like 2 more kills, and I don't think I'm gonna get them. Up here we go. Somebody's on my left, right here. 1 more kill. One more turkey walks in front of me, and we got this. I've got 30 rounds. I think I can do it, no problems. Good. My paratroopers are dead, and my teammates are mostly dead. Perfect. That should have been the challenge. And it was. Good. Now I can swap back over to my airburn class. Airburn. Correct. I can put Hunker on top of the armored perks, and I probably will now that I've got that challenge done, but I needed all the attachments on that gun to make it more viable. That was a super intense, fun hype, I know, start to just sit there and watch me camp, but hey, it's how it works sometimes. Sometimes you get the daily challenges and the supply drops, that's what it is. Tiffany Wilson says, what's your contract? It was to get 10 bipod kills. So, that's all it is. Ooh, my nose itches super bad. Narcissistic Penguin says, my stream always lags on PS4, but only for his streams. Oh, that's because I do very high quality. I stream probably in higher quality than just about anybody on YouTube. Thank you for the compliments, Major Carnage. And because of that, if you have low bandwidth, it can really suffer. And PlayStation 4 does goofy things with bandwidth. It always takes whatever bandwidth you have and chops it down to like a quarter or a tenth. And for some reason, I cannot tell what is happening here. My notification systems apparently has gone AWOL. Yep. I do not know if Twitch Alerts is dead or exactly what happened, but apparently all my notifications are dead, ladies and gentlemen. So let me fix this super quickly. I'm going to go ahead and log myself out. That's the first order for today. So Kingslayer medals and defuse a bomb. That shouldn't be too hard. I'll probably play Point de Hawk for some easy headshots. Going back to Moonbase Alpha so I can log in with YouTube. Allow, come on. I knew there was something screwball that none of my notifications were working. I hope I didn't miss any donations or anything. That would be very, very bad. I would not like that. That would make me the sad. Up here. Let's see what happens. Nope. I gotta fix that. I knew that was gonna happen. I wish I could fix a scene before I actually did that. There we go. Now we got it fixed. And notifications. Oops. Alright, we're good. Alright, I did get a notification. Michael Boone donated $5. Says, always glad to see you. Thank you, man. Thank you for the support. Sorry about the initial goof up on my end. Appreciate that. For those of you that subbed, I'll call you out. I just need a little bit of time to get going on here. So I got to get some Kingslayer medals, and I got to defuse the bomb at least once. So I think my goal here should be kind of to just rush around and see who I can catch not paying attention. Like this guy. That's not what I wanted. I need headshots. Headshots only. It's easy to get kills, but to get headshots is a slightly different challenge. Flex has, thank you for the recent sub. Appreciate that, friendo. Okay. Come on, head, no head. Easy to get body hits. A little bit trickier to shoot people in their heads. I think I'm on offense, aren't I? I'm on offense, right? The notifications are never very clear. Perhaps there's a subtle color difference that I can't see because I'm colorblind, but that's probably not going to be a headshot. I might get one on this guy. Nope. I think that's defuse. Okay, this would be a good opportunity for me to try to get my defuse. Or not. My teammates will just do that for me, which is cool. Just sitting there. That's okay, though. I'll get him. What I really want to do is get behind some people. Spawns in this mode I still don't understand super well. So truly getting behind people is a little bit harder than I think. Anti-Mo's Kettle Kitchen, thank you for subbing. That confused me because I thought I saw a teammate walk down that corridor. Now he was slightly off on the radar. Come on, not a headshot, crap. They should be spawning back here somewhere. I want to catch somebody like just camping right there, not paying any attention. He's behind me now. This guy's gonna be back over here. Nope, easy to kill, hard to shoot him in the head. May swap to Dom in a bit, I just had a bunch of demo challenges. Gotta aim higher. I feel like when I aim too high, it makes him just harder to hit. I know I've got a dude behind me, but I gotta get the people in front of me as well. Whoa. I think not. Ah, you think so. Carter Shroop, thank you for the sub. Okay, so this guy wants to bank around to my right. I'll just, like, challenge him in the face. No, he actually went up top. Okay. I look at that radar a lot. I think that's one of my flaws when I play Call of Duty is I look at the radar, like, a lot. Like a whole lot. I just sit there and stare at that thing. Probably shouldn't do that, but I do. Doesn't get me what I want right there. It's an MVP killer at least. Kind of wish they'd go ahead and plant the bomb real quick, like. Ah, that was going to be in the head. See, this guy gets me every time. He's got a much faster killing weapon. And I always try to shoot him in the head, and that little bit of flinch just kind of kicks me in the wrong direction. I think my friendo just went upstairs here. Whoop, that's a grenade. We're going to get away from that. Okay. This will be a good opportunity for me to get headshots. I just got an assist on that one, unfortunately. And it wouldn't be a bad opportunity for me to defuse either. Okay. I hate that I have to defuse over here somewhere. Like, this really messes me up. I don't understand why I can't defuse on the other side of the bomb. Every single time I go to the side of the bomb that's safe, that's the side I can't defuse on. No headshot. Crap! If I don't get this defused real quick, we're just gonna die. Okay, he's defusing, which is good. Got a headshot there. Can I get 2 in a row? Not 2 in a row, but I did make some progress. So 30 headshots. That means I've had 3 this game. Fireside Lemons in the chat recommends Red Tiger Camo. Man, I missed that one. I'm right there with you on missing Red Tiger Camo. That was some great camo. That guy's gonna defuse probably before I can do much of anything useful. Which is alrighty. Still buys me a little time. The longer the match goes on, the more it is to my benefit. It's going to be a losing fight, almost certainly. Yep. These challenges get so much easier when I don't have to dink people in the head. If I wasn't doing demo, I was thinking about doing kill confirmed and just swapping to the off the radar perk. Apparently he just going to 3-shot me, which I suppose is alright. That's how light machine guns work. Should be a friend out here somewhere. Oh, here he is. Cool guy, 55, 2000, thank you for subbing. Hope you guys saw my pistol bullets go sideways. To be fair, I wasn't aiming down sights and I didn't have steady aim, but it was just very impressive to see how sideways those bullets could go. My lord. He was just like one hit, right? I'm flinging those bullets at him. One tickle. Nothing. It's pretty close too, so it could have gone just about either side. Guillermo, I think that was Guillermo. I can never say that name, like Guillermo del Toro. I can never say it right. Come on, let me defuse. Fuck. Ah. Let me right over here to my right. This guy. See, this guy right here. He's got a name I probably shouldn't read. I feel like he's like one-hitting me. I know that's not true, but that's how it feels. Wolf Brother, thank you for sponsoring the channel, man. Appreciate that. Enjoy your boomy pets. And attention in the chat. Ah, didn't think he was gonna see me. That's okay. I'm gonna see if I can loop around behind him. There should be one or two people pushing this way, though. Looks like we're gonna be face-checking the enemy team. All of the clutter humanly imaginable. I hate fighting in that. I just wish my teammates would never call those in. Only once or twice have they ever saved me from anything. Now they're just going to be over here to my right. My magazine count's a little bit low. Not a high damage weapon. No headshots to be had. Tam Lee says, how do you get a suppressor? You just pick this class. The Airborne Division has suppressors built into all the SMGs. It's pretty straightforward. You just get it for free, just for playing Airborne. A little sad I didn't get to defuse. I hate, like, if the bomb plant's here, I can't go to this side and defuse. It just won't let you. You have to defuse on a specific side of the bomb, which I think actually hurts strategy. Come on, I need to just rush out here and get me one more headshot. One more headshot. One more nothing. These little guys, those things are super annoying. Bouncing Betties, they're just all over the place. PlayStation 2012, sorry you had a massive headache. Ninja says, I'm impressed that you can keep your cool with those nonsense deaths. There we go, I talked trash to somebody on Twitter. Lucy, Tim, Wolf Brother, Guitar Main, The True COD God, Mysteries, Get Wrecked, I Roadrunner. Thank you all for the new subs. Got a nice sub train coming in there. That's good to see. I don't know exactly where I'm going. I'm just kind of running around at this point. I think this is the first time I've ever played this map on Demolition. So the spawns to me feel all sorts of funky. I'm not exactly sure what I need to be looking for, who I need to be looking for. There's some friends up there. Instead of see this guy with this name that I can't say on stream. He's not even doing that. He's going negative, but he kills me, of all people, me every single time. That's very frustrating when that happens. I'm not sure if you guys have that, but there'll be like one guy on the enemy team, and he just got your number. He's just going to kill you all day long. And he may not even be doing that good. He might be doing kind of bad, actually, but he's just going to sit there and kiss you right around the corner, I bet. Yep. And he's got his class leveled up. I like that class, and I like using it. I hate when it's used against me. See, I want to go in the back way. I don't want to go in that front door of death. Why are there so many people here? Yikes. No idea why there's so many people right there. I'm assuming I scoot out here. Nope, seems like the party's on the other side. I'm probably going to get hit by this LMG dude again, if I had to bet. See, my HUD is down, so I can't see my teammates. Yep, there he is. Nope, that's a guy with a rifle, but that's okay. I knew that was a disadvantageous place to be, but I couldn't think of a better spot that I could actually get to. I'm going to probably have better luck just rushing in people's faces here. Just trying to get all up in the... God bless! Who runs around putting... Like, when you're on offense, right? You don't need to be putting those things everywhere. Defense, I should say. Anywhere. It's all trash. gonna go ahead and end this one. I probably won't be able to finish this plant. That's okay, I got it. That's gonna make him sweat a little bit. And we have got some additional headshots, which we are progressing towards. I need to get up in here. Oh no! So I saw his buddy behind him die in the body move, and I thought that meant that my teammate killed him. Because I saw the dead body animation, and I'm like, alright, perfect, now I can move in. It was not perfect, cannot move in. I think the requisitions are starting to come in, team, if you haven't noticed. Nobody on their team is doing particularly good, but they're requisitioning the crap out of us, which no matter what Prestige's key says, I think should not be in this game. Very, very frustrating. Got any new subs? Yes, we do. Evil Chicken 87, Andrew Singara, Bryson Weir, Tao Plea, JD Gaming, Jesse. Feels very good to have a sub train coming in. Man, that feels good. You're correct, I do have the Grease Gun and PPSH Gold. I'm just kind of working in order for the most part. Could do a throwback video for AW. Sure, eventually. I can do it eventually, yeah. Let's see what we've got challenge-wise. I think I'll stay in this lobby for a little bit. I don't have any immediate reason to rush. Glad that you like the new haircut. Orders. I guess we got the Kingslayer medal. Defuse 1 bombs. I'll play like one more game in this lobby before we head out. I think I could probably do good in Gibraltar, given the gun that I've got. Orange Juice says, are you trash? Oh yeah, of course. Oh, we do have a special guest joining us on stream tonight. Somebody far more important and famous than me in this house. The one and only Boomby Bandius. Oh, he's so cute. I need to adjust this camera ever so slightly. Ever so slightly do I need to adjust it. Oh man. Yikes, that's not what I need to adjust. There we go. I'm gonna go pet my good boy. Who's a good boy, huh? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. He's a good doggo. Okay, now we can go right on back to Carl on duty. Matthew Young, thank you for sponsoring. The Blue Pit says, which SMG do you feel will be most difficult when it's all said and done? I'm really legitimately afraid of the Thompson. I think the Thompson's going to be very hard. Matthew Young and Michael Boone, double sponsorships coming in. These are just going to flood in just a second, have some slight delays. Thank you for that. Enjoy your boomy pats. You can rub that good boy's head. He's over there sleeping on the couch right now. Give him some digital pettings. I'm not sure where the enemy spawns. There's Matthew Young's petting Boomy. So I'm going to try to cut in over here and try not to die. I think I saw some friendos down here. Hopefully this guy doesn't have his tac knife fully leveled up, because then I just die. Didn't want to die. I wanted headshots is what I wanted. That's not what I'm going to get. Still got to defuse this bomb. I think J-Hub just popped in the chat for a second. Okay, I've got him weak. I want him dead. No, I want him in the head. Can't get him in the head. I have to flank. I have to really flank hard for this. Glad you guys think the doggo's cute. He is a good boy. Whoa, get out of my spawn, guy. Somebody kill him, please.
Enemy has defused the explosive.
Okay. Lovely. I hate pushing through this area. I really hate pushing through this area. I just consider this the death area, because they're just going to be on both sides. They can be down the steps, behind the boxes, around the corner. There's a lot of really, really unpleasant places for the enemies to be, so... I like holding that area on the other side. I hate pushing for it on this side. I know they're going to be in this window, probably. And we're up there. Wow, this is actually a pretty hard one to attack on. There's quite a few demo maps where you can just like rush in and get stuff really easily. This one's a lot more challenging, in my opinion. They're gonna be right over there behind you. Come on, this guy's right here behind everybody. I tried to get my headshots on him. Okay, good. We did get the plant. Now, to get the headshots I want, I feel like I need to be down here somewhere, probably. So I'm not going to get a good enough angle on that side. Whoa! You know I'm right there, don't you? Because you've got that crap on. These guys don't see me at all, which is great. This is just going to be Headshot City. Or I'll just die. That can happen too. But I did get a headshot. That's really my only goal, is the headshots. So getting one counts as a win for me. I'm going to go ahead and not sprint at people, because that's how you die in this game, apparently. Aggression does not pay off. Case in point, aggression, but headshots are being as acquired either way. AAA Gaming, you're right. I wish I could put like a big rotating banner for new viewers about hardcore. Anybody can go to hardcore and get headshots. Same kind of way when I do in depth, and I'm like, yeah, this particular gun's like really bad, and they're like, oh, but you haven't tried this gun in hardcore, it's great. And I'm like, yeah, it's great in hardcore because everything kills in one shot in hardcore. It's not that complicated or sophisticated. Oh, he got me good. He actually regular melee'd me because I took fall damage. So if you take any sort of damage at all, even like a knee crack from falling, you die. But anyway, yeah, same story. Like, yeah, I could go to hardcore and rack up some headshots pretty quickly. All that being said, it wouldn't really be the same kind of challenge. It wouldn't be fun. Jesus Puente says, you're stupid and you should aim down sights all the time. Right, but when people are like this close to me and I aim down sights, I can't turn around. There are instances when being really close to people and hip firing is going to be better than aiming down sights. It's not ideal, it's not often. See, that was definitely an aim down sight situation. I don't even care that I fell off the cliff right there. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know I could fall off the cliff in this map in any area whatsoever, so that's kind of a surprise to me. This guy's apparently afraid to plant the bomb.
The heart is
Fireside Lemons, thank you for the $13 donation. It says, Strim Hype O'Clock. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support right there. Very, very much. Picked up 3 of them. Thank you for that, man. That elite donation. Appreciate it very, very much, dude. Thank you for the continued support here. I'm trying to push through and get something going on at Bravo, but I feel like I'm going to probably have to push through their spawn to do that, which is like the most dangerous thing that I can possibly do. Actually, oddly, nobody's here, which kind of confuses me, but okay. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take those steps in order to get anything, because that's where the party's going to be. Or, yep, they're behind me. Crap. And now I just got to prone this out and wait.
Recon searching for targets.
Let's try to control the back end of their spawn, if anything. No, this guy's going to be going up top, so I can get down on the stairs and cut him off. Look at him turn around immediately. That Sixth Sense, man, is so strong. I like this team. They let me play for as long as I possibly could, and I still got the plant at the very end. Don't even care that I die right there. Doesn't even matter. They probably want to be up there. I think we just got this. Easy double plant. They go ahead and welcome some new subs. Apparently I haven't had a single sub in a while. Either everything froze or I've been unentertaining. No. Nope, no new subs in a while. Oh well, that's okay. Thank you all of you that have joined on tonight. And for the huge donations. Feels good. Jesus says, yeah, there are still 2-shot kills. Yeah, like a few. There's a few 2-shot kill weapons. Elite Gamer, thank you for subbing, but so what? Everything kills stupid fast. It's easy when everything kills really fast. I wonder what happens if I can run. Nope. See, this team knew what was going on. They're going to A-plant really fast. They were basically already there. I have to try to like throw one of these random YOLO grenades up here. Got a hit. They should know I'm coming. See, right there. Iffy Toshaka just sub. That's what I'm talking about with a handful of the hipfire headshots. Sometimes it can work very much so to your advantage.
The heart is
Taylor,
the
352, says, hey, Drift, first time donating. How are you going to do Fortnite in depth? Like, were you just going to do weapons or what? Yeah, well, I'm going to start with weapons. Because that's kind of an easier starting place for that particular game. Not that it's easy in general. Oh, I see. But weapons is a good place to start from. I think I'm just going to die here. I don't think I'm going to have time to do this. Because I can't defuse from both sides, which confuses the things out of me. I'm Viper. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I really hate that I cannot defuse from both sides of the bomb. That just bothers me. See that right there? It's much better to hip fire than aim down sights because I'd never be able to, like, ADS accurately. You have to stay off the bomb for a minute. I can't... See, you can't defuse from that side of the fucking bomb. Which really bothers me. It really bothers me that from that side of the bomb you just can't defuse. Like, there's no option to do that. And what it usually does is it forces me to stand in front of their bullets the whole time and just take L's, which is something that I hate doing. Sean Benoit, thank you for subbing. Appreciate it, man. But for Fortnite in depth, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some guns. And then after we're done with guns, we're going to talk about some health. And we'll probably actually do... I think I'm going to do gun rarity, health, and then some building stats. And then we're going to move into like gun specifics and new items and things like that. The difficulty with Fortnite in depth is that it is a new game, so it does not have a locked down meta yet, and the patches come very, very quickly for balance. I know they're just going to come up top and bum rush me, so I just... See, how does this guy know? That's what bothers me. Oh, it's a different guy. Okay, guy number one just... Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I was like, how does he know that I'm just not shooting anymore? Yikes. Now it looks like we have to defuse. Gwinister, thank you for the sub. Be really nice if I could actually get a defuse, because that's kind of like the only challenge that I'm really holding out on. See, press and hold to defuse. If I could get this defuse, I think that would get me the challenge, which would be great. Then I'd go back to the HQ and refresh all my stuff. Or I could just get hit by a bomb with about a half second to go. Jesus, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Hey, Packer, good to see you, man. I think this game is going to be a loss, so we'll probably just go back to the HQ and change our kit a little bit and try again in just a minute. Diglogrin, I do not believe that World of War is the first Black Ops game, because I do not believe that the themes are remotely the same. And even something that's thematically the same is not necessarily a sequel. So I wouldn't say that World at War is the first Black Ops game, even though you may wish it to be, and it is a Treyarch game. See you later, Louis7. Thank you for the subs, Nicholas, Jesus, M. Calma. Appreciate it all. Let me go ahead and back on out and try again. Wawadi says, teams must protect you. They must, but I can only eat so many grenades. And with the new Saboteur perk, grenades in general very popular, there's a lot of grenades to eat. Levitate, thank you for the recent sub. I get a lot of grenades coming my way.
The heart is the strongest.
Oh, here comes another donation. Holy crap. Okay. Epsilon13 donates 7777. Says, hey Drift, been with you since Black Ops 1 Zombies in depth. Been a long time. Haven't caught too many streams, I must admit, but here you go, bud. How are you doing this fine evening? This is kind of my morning. I'm a little bit on the sick side. I woke up a little bit late today, not feeling super great. I slept way long, woke up kind of in a fog and stuff. Dill Groton, thank you very much. I'm a little bit afraid that... it might be a precursor to a flu. J-Hub says Reznov was shared between World at War and Black Ops 1, if I remember correctly. I thought there was a Reznov, not the Reznov, though I could be correct. Probably playing demo for a bit, so that's okay. Let me go ahead and come over here to my theater. Wait, what was my challenge? I thought I was like, watch something in the theater, one of those easy ones. Oh, 10 seconds in the firing range. Well, that's super easy. Wolf Brother, I have not played D&D. This is the easiest spot to do that one. That's done. Defuse the bomb, win 5 matches. I can do that. Overdrive Gaming, thank you for subbing. Appreciate it. David S., how do you be as good as me? Oh, if you're born with thumbs, you're automatically as good as me. That's easy. Probably get the 15 rifle kills real quick. Apparently I've gotten like no long range kills, which is kind of sad. So let me go ahead and do another public match, and we'll go back to demolition and bang these challenges out. We'll see how we're doing on our headshots. I think it's quite a slow grind. My, yes it is. We're not even halfway in. I have so long to go. Okay, so Reznov is the same character? Okay. Maybe I am wrong here. Maybe I am completely wrong, and that Reznov is in... Maybe World at War is actually a sequel or a prequel to Black Ops 1. I did not know that. I thought you were trying to do like a thematic sequel or something like that. Brawlman, thank you for the compliments. And Theory Storm, welcome aboard. Okay. What does Reznov do in World at War? I never played the World at War campaign except for like the first couple of missions. So in the chat, please fill me in on what he does. Yeah, in Black Ops 1 there's a flashback level to World War II. But was Reznov in the World at War game? Was he in the game? Oh, looks like I got an error connecting to host and everything is crashed here. Or something is happening. I don't know what's happening at the moment. Press Hardy says, greetings from Germany. Greetings yourself. Love that place. Okay. So he was legitimately in World at War as a main character, not a flashback. Good to know. And he's the announcer, and he's the leader of a squad. Survived the Battle of Stalingrad. Helps you in Battle of Berlin. Okay. Good to know. Ben Salinas is chiming in as well. So I've got a challenge to get 10 rifle kills, which I don't imagine will be very hard. And since we are doing Chrome Quest, I'm going to go ahead and pregame here for the Volk. Or I'll just get hosed right there. That can happen too. I really want to work this right-hand side because that's the side that we're going to be the weakest on. Are we attacking or defending? I cannot fucking tell in this mode. There's no fucking indication if I'm attacking or defending. I think I just died trying to defuse my own bomb. Honest God, can you guys tell me how the hell I'm supposed to tell if I'm attacking or defending, other than memorizing the sides? Because the notifications are like the same on either side, and they confuse the ever-living crap out of me. Is it a colors thing that I'm missing, because I can't see colors well? Or is there something legitimately funky with this? Because I'm actually starting to get mad about this, because I cannot tell what I'm supposed to be doing right now. All I can tell is that right now, B flag is neutral. B flag is neutral, I got that part, yeah. Apparently there's people trying to move through our spawn and spawn kill us. What? Should not have shot that shot. Frendo's gonna know where I'm at now. He might be above me, which would be the worst possible thing. And it is. That's where he's at. He's up here somewhere. You're defending. If I was defending, then why couldn't I defuse the bomb? Blue? Is this color supposed to... Is this blue? Guys, this looks like gray to me. But okay. I guess that's a... I'd call that an aqua, or like a light blue, a baby blue. Whew. I'm getting pretty heated about this, because I'm getting kind of mad that I can't tell what my objectives are. And now I'm just dying a lot. I'm mostly just looking at the chat. And spawning in the same spawn, I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. I'm feeling the anger. Okay. Just gotta slow my roll a bit. That was terrible aim. It's gonna put me in a bad position to fight over here again. I want to defuse! Look, what? How is he defusing looking on... Like, he's looking to the right defusing. That confuses me so much. Okay. I'm just gonna have to take a breather. Work on my everything skills, apparently. Including my slaying skills. Got a headshot out of that somehow. They should be back here behind me now. I've got no bullets in this gun. When you're attacking, it'll say you have the bomb every time. Okay, thank you, Michael Boone. I appreciate that. But it confused me because, like, my teammates drop the bomb like I'm in Search and Destroy. Like, I feel like this mode wasn't supposed to be in the game, but is like some sort of goofy, modified Search and Destroy version of this. So... Okay, I just gotta hold on to my tits and get everything together is what I gotta do. Should be a guy coming over here soon. Oh, there he is. Got another easy headshot on him. And if I was doing Chrome Quest for this gun would already be done. Super fast. Super, super fast. And correct, I don't use colorblind assist because people used to do that back in the day to fake gameplays. Logistics, thank you for the sub. They used to fake gameplays with colorblind assist, so I'm trying not to do that. Don't want to even be remotely associated with that. Just they killed the guy in the window. Ah, so fun. Just getting that easy headshot, man. Okay, so they planted at B while I was screwing around, which is okay. Luis, you have to get Chrome Camo by doing a lot of headshots and a lot of particular gun challenges. Can't see this dude. Oh, I see this dude. What? I like how he just lasers me over here. To be fair, he does have a laser gun. No, he doesn't. He's got the highest recoil gun in the game, and he just poses me. It says, how do you fake gameplays using the colorblind assist mode? That's a pretty straightforward process.
The heart is
what you
the
do
strongest
is...
muscle.
I'll answer that in a second. Epsilon 13 says, let's round that up to 11 for no discernible reason. Drifter, all you gotta do is will that sickness away. Thank you very much, man. I'm trying to will it away and just have some fun here tonight. Getting a little salty about this mode, but thank you very much for the donation. I'll try to will it away. Chassin Letelier, thank you for the sub. What they would do is they would put on colorblind assist, which would screw with all the colors. Thank you, Swag, for the sub. And then after screwing with basically all the colors, they would add on some really heavy colorblind filters. Like, not some like color correction in Sony Vegas, right? Because you can color correct your videos in Vegas to make them look a little bit better. The planting's not that hard, except I'm planting on the more exposed side, but it should be okay. I should have time to... Or not! I just killed everybody. So you do colorblind assist, which messes up your color scheme. Then you put on color correction in Vegas that messes it up even more. Then you add like a slight, like little blur to it or something, and you've got a gameplay that is... It looks just like a messy version of colorblind assist. This guy just camps the stairs. This is what he's going to do every single time. Okay, when you're defending, you don't have a bomb indicator on your screen. Right. But right now, I see, if I look on the left-hand side underneath my minimap, both of these bombs are the same color. I think that's what messes me up, because I'm looking there for my objective indicators. See, look how easy it is to get headshots with this rifle. Should be some friendos this way soon. Oop, don't even care. Just trying to bang out these rifle kills. Epsilon 13, no worries at all, dude. This is a very casual stream. We have fun here when I'm not complaining about things. So no worries, man. Probably just give somebody else a kill right there. Oh, no, he's gonna push up. That's a different guy. Never mind. Didn't think he'd push back up after taking all those shots, but people surprise you. Sam says, I remember when Advanced Warfare added a literal laser and it was inaccurate as hell. Yeah, unless you hip-fired with it. Now, when you hip-fired with the laser, it was still a laser. It would laser the crap out of people with hip-fire. I think I've only got one more rifle kill I gotta get, which should be able to be got this life. If I play just a little slower here. Or, see, this is why I try not to aim down sights. Check this out. So I'm like in his shit, aim down sights on his head. And because of the way the sticky aim and like how fast I can turn, which is really slow, they'll just slide past me. It happens. It's annoying that it happens. Wow, okay. Apparently these people don't believe in dying. They're immune to it. Whoa. Over here on my right somewhere. No, they're still behind me. This guy didn't move out of his spawn, which is strange. Okay, well I got my rifle challenges, which is good. I'll see you later, Gamer Hot Dogs. I hope you have a nice night. So you should stream MWR. Unfortunately, I don't think that people want to watch MWR, man. Yeah, I was in a heaven of hit markers right there. More accurately, a hell of hit markers. Okay, so everybody's going to rush up here. I want to rush down. I just don't like being up there. I want to come over here and take over this right-hand side real hard. Because there should be like a whole plethora of people out here. Did we just plant that? Yes, we did. Alright. I bet that was sabotage. Nope, it was hustle. Wow. Saboteur. Apologies. When people throw those saboteur grenades, they like to pop all the time before the indicators even go off. I knew I should not have challenged that one week, but I got very thirsty for the headaches. For the headshots. Yes, David S. I did indeed complete an order, and I am happy about it. This allows me to continue to move on. Pick up new orders, new challenges, new lots of things. No headshots there. Ah, that could have been an easy one. Okay, JJ Yellow Shorts, I see you. Fireside Lemon says, I miss my Scuff and Breaky from Black Ops 3. I'm sure that you do. The Breaky was very interesting as a weapon. Brimstone, thank you for the $3 donation. Says, Drifter, longtime watcher since Black Ops 2. That's been a long time. I don't play FPSs at all anymore. Sadness, but I always take the time to watch your stream. Thank you for the house of entertainment and nice haircut. Thank you, man. Glad that you like the haircut. Got her did just a day or two ago. Got the red put back on the top. I don't know if you can see it. Sides be gray as hail, but I think it's kind of nice. Got gray on the sides, red on the top, dark everywhere else, and I think it's going to be overall a good look on me. Losing weight too, so it fits a little better than the big floofy stoner hair. But thank you, man. Thank you for the donation. Sad to hear that you are no longer participating in any FPS games. Holy God, we have a long way to go on that. But I said it was going to be a long stream tonight, didn't I? Really close on this one. I'm tempted to just do that one instead. Got this one. Defuse a bomb and win 5 matches. I'm gonna go ahead and bang those out, man. I'm gonna defuse me some bombs. Apparently people really want to play Aachen. Aachen, Flugen, Flacken. Whatever, we'll just play it. I like the way you said Brecky and Brecci and Breaky and Bracky so many different ways. Yeah, it happens. Expeditionary is underrated? I don't really think so. I used to think Expeditionary was underrated because of the grenade spam you can do, but unfortunately it's just not as good as being immune to explosives or getting a suppressor or something like that. The colorblindness glasses unfortunately don't work the way you think they do, so I'm not going to spend money on them. I understand the science behind them and I think that they're mismarketed. Sebastian, thank you for the sub. So the reason that not everybody, but the most common reason you have color blindness is not that you were born without these cells in your eyes that see color, but rather these cells in your eyes that see color are overactive. So I'm red-green colorblind, which is great because the enemies are red and my teammates are green. So I'm red-green colorblind, and the way that's going to work is, in a normal person, if you saw the color green, your eyes cells would light up. All the green cells would light up when you saw green, and the red cells would sit there and do nothing. Now, if you're colorblind, like me... Oh, I have to diffuse. Crap. If you're colorblind, like me... I love getting hit markers. It's my favorite thing. When you look at something, instead of just your green cells lighting up, your red cells will also light up. So you'll have both of them lighting up, even though that's not what you want. So instead of seeing a green or a red or whatever color I'm supposed to see, both my greens and reds are flashing. So my brain is going to probably interpret that as a brown if I had to bet. And that's why a lot of the colors like hunter green and stuff like that end up looking brown to me. Nobody. Nobody's protecting me, man. I'm gonna have to come over here and kill a bunch of people, I think. This random's probably gonna get it. I want it. Just protect me, buddy. It doesn't even take that long. Good job. Oh my god, he's protecting me. This guy's a hero. I can actually get this challenge. Oh, yes. Feels good, man. Feels good. I've had that one going on for a couple days now. So yeah, my cells are overactive. And the way these glasses work, they're kind of marketed as like making you see colors that aren't really there. But they're essentially a fancy filter, a really advanced, complicated filter on your lenses. And I'm trying to think of the right way to say this, because it's kind of, I'm doing COD and I'm trying to do science on the fly. They make sure that when you see the color green, only a very certain spectrum of that color gets through, so that only the most attuned of your green cells will fluctuate. So it's not like green isn't just one color, right? It's a spectrum, a wavelength, a certain number of nanometers of light to another certain number of nanometers, and like a band of about 100. So there's like light green, dark green, hunter green, brown green, lots of different greens. And most people that are colorblind aren't defective in like all greens or all reds. It's just like certain ends of the bell curves overlap with each other. So I can obviously see the color green, I can obviously see the color red, but reddish greens and greenish reds right there where they overlap with each other are way, way, way hard for me. So what these glasses will do is completely block out that wavelength so that there is basically no overlap whatsoever between greenish reds and reddish greens. It just is not a thing. There's no overlap. There's no color spectrum touching. There's no bandwidth, not bandwidth. Yeah, it is a bandwidth. It's a lightweight bandwidth issues. And if I look at the color green, instead of my red and greens lighting up, it'll block all of the reds, and it'll block about half of my greens. So only the greenest of my attuned green cells light up, and instead of seeing that as a mixed color, I'll interpret it as the color it actually needs to be. So that's kind of how that technology works, and it's not the same as seeing true color like you're supposed to see it. It's sort of a complicated filter, but the effect it has on your brain is more similar to seeing that true color than you would think. I hate that sometimes this gun just doesn't kill, like I just like walks in front of my bullets and takes damage. And there is a sort of selfish thought with that I don't want to get used to seeing the world in a way that I can never see it. I don't want to be... I've only seen the world a certain way, a certain limited spectrum of color for my entire life. And as of right now, there is no therapy, no treatment, no cure, nothing about color blindness that you can do to make it better at all. It just is what it is 100% of the time. They get more time if they defuse one? I thought I was just screwing around at the end of the game. Okay. So, if I put these glasses on, and if they do the thing that they're supposed to do, and they work, and they probably will if I had to bet, what I'm afraid of happening is I will see the world in its true color for the first time, and I will feel sad. Instead of happy, I will feel sad to know what I've been missing out on for years and years, and I will also know that I can never re-experience that at the fly. I can never go to that again. I can just take them off and go back to my more drab world, my more sad, gray, brownish, convoluted world, and then I'll never see those again unless I put on these goofy glasses and screw around with them all the time. I'm on a 4 sensitivity, Mr. B. So that's kind of a scary thing. It's kind of similar to, you know, you get a taste of something good and you don't want to go back to the old bad cheap stuff, except way more extreme than that. Like, I don't want to get used.
The strongest muscle.
Kay donated $5, says, yo, listen up, there's a story about a little blue guy who lives in a little blue world all day and all night, and everything he sees is blue just like him. Inside and outside blue is his house, with a little blue window and a blue Corvette, and blue is him. Yes, the Blue Man Group with their song Little Blue World. Love that song. Very good song. True Phoenix, thank you for the sub. Yeah, J-Hub says, imagine if you saw the world is on fire. Yeah, kind of like Daredevil.
The heart is
Transparent
the
Sloth donated
muscle.
$7 to say, Drift, that's the problem I have with this in mini games. Being colorblind blends my teammates with the enemy, and it's really annoying. I tried out the glasses and they were okay, but I couldn't justify the cost. Good stream, mate. Thank you, Transparent Sloth, man. I appreciate that. Sorry to hear that you couldn't justify the cost. They are very expensive, but you can't put a price on, like, proper sight, in my opinion. That's one of those things that it's really hard to put a price on, which is why they're so expensive.
The heart is the strongest muscle.
Kevin Dutch says, how does a colorblind person know that they're colorblind? How would you know the difference, just out of curiosity? Well, I have people tell me that I see the colors wrong. I call my colors wrong, and I'm like, hey, Jessica, that's over there by the green thing, and they're like, that's not green. Or I'm like, hey, that's a really nice blue dress you've got there, and they just look at me like I'm an idiot. And I'm like, did I say something wrong? Is that rude? Was I being overly forward? And they're like, Brad, that dress is aqua. And I'm like, well, fuck, how was I supposed to know? And I learned via example when I call my colors wrong and when I mistake things. And when little tests that are supposed to be easy and obvious are not, when they're much more complicated than that. When I start failing things I shouldn't fail. Last, thank you for the sub. I've been not calling out a lot of subs today because I've been talking about this color blindness thing. Like, you know, because other people tell you. And you know because you'll read instructions that'll be like, press the green button, and you look at the buttons and I'm like, oh shit, there's like 3 green buttons. Why do they all look green to me? Yeah, this one actually has a decent diffusing spot, except that grenade's just gonna nuke me. Oh, I survived it. Lure Galaxy, thank you for the sub. But he told me to just hold back my anger while biting into a pillow? Okay. Picked the wrong one to shoot at. Joseph Monaghan, thank you for subbing. Oh yeah, we're attacking. We're attacking, right? Yeah, I've got a bomb. That was diffusing. I always think I'm defending. I don't know why. I think it's because I've had that challenge for a while. And I don't know why I think I can walk into those. I just always want to time it like, yeah, it's over. It's going to end in just a second. I can sprint through this and get some advantage. God damn it. Some of those might have been legit. Yep, that was one shot right there. Drifter, you're planting. I guess I was planting. I kind of want to walk through the middle. I want to go through this middle area and get around behind them. It's not making that easy on me, for obvious reasons. Ah! I got a Nyan Cat flying around. I'm not sure why they decided to do that, but okay. Boxes of Tacos, $5.42, has been around since the Noob vs. Pro days. Oh my god. And it's about time I say thank you for all the content over the years. Keep on trucking. Thank you very much, dude. That is a long time ago. The Noob vs. Pro days are... That is circa, what, 2010? 2011? Something like that? I think that's about circa 2011. So you've been at it for a little while. I'm not running through that fire. I'm just gonna get shot by Suppressor Boy over here. I am also Suppressed Boy. Got a headshot on him. go ahead and plant. I'll get a plant in at least. We can win the game. Because we've got a challenge for winning the game. Gotta defend this for 40 seconds. Yikes. I think the smarter place to defend is going to be to push through here. Oh, dude, you're about to get shot in the back so bad. Just going to prone out. They'll rush past me, or he'll know exactly where I'm sitting. What did he have? He had infantry on. He didn't have anything special. He just knew right where my ass was. I don't know what kind of bomb this is, but I bet it's a big one. Is this the random carpet bombing thing that is super annoying? I think it is. There we go. We got another victory. Feels good. Yeah, 2012. Lots of people. Been a sub since MW2 days. Well, if the rumors end up being correct, I'll be back for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Or backwards compatible, or if that's a thing. Who knows? Says my internet is too bad for watching 1080 60 FPS. Try 720 60. 720 60 is also a very good output resolution. Thank you for the recent subs. Lone Tiger, Maddox, Winnow Queen, Joseph, Lunar, Ya Boy, Last Prayer, True Phoenix, Jonathan, Toy Nerd, That Hobo, Sebastian, Michael. Welcome aboard, everybody, and thank you very much. Bum ba da bum. That guy actually did a backflip. That is so historically accurate. 5 matches of demolition. That bomb defused. I'll play another game or two before I go back to the HQ. I don't think I'm getting very many headshots in this mode. Nay, this is going to take some time. I'm building up a lot of supply drops though, which is good. 16 resistance supply drops. Goodness gracious. Valkyrie will be a good map for headshots. It really should be. Ashling Lapis has good advice. Says you shouldn't put people on a pedestal. It's good for none of them. You are correct. Alright, I just got commended. I need to mute my webcam for just a moment, as I have to do something embarrassing and pick my nose. You've probably seen me scratching my face. But Boogars be hiding. And we do not need that on stream, because somebody will make like a booger picking montage of me. Sam says, I subbed for the Black Ops 2 quickscoping video. Holy crap. Vladimir, I do care about prestiging, but I got to keep all my guns for these challenges and for in-depths and streaming stuff. And I prestige, I sometimes lose them. So... yes, you can download Fortnite on console for free. I still haven't played my PS4 version yet. I've just been playing Fortnite on PC. Okay. I'm going to see if I can do a little better this time around. I think I've been kind of slacking a bit. What do you guys think? So I'm going to see if I can play a little better. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do in terms of headshots, but I'm going to rush really hard. Let's see what I can get here. So I saw 2 guys go into here. Should be a friend on my right. Nope, he went upstairs. Did not expect them to run that way. Actually, he came all the way around the backside. Looks like I'm planting, so I'll take my fight to the right. Got a lot of kills, no headshots, unfortunately, but that's alright. Sometimes that hipfire is just the nastiest way to deal with people. Now, I wish I could plant, but I think the guy I just killed should rush right back to come kill me. Yep. Now I should be able to plant. So he shouldn't be able to hit me with grenades or anything from his spawn. But what I'm going to have to do is push to that building, like, really fast. That's where all the friends are going to be. Bet he comes through here. Nope, he's coming around this right side again. Or there's going to be 2 people. That can happen too. They're just going to defuse the B flag probably pretty quickly. B bomb site, I should say.
Enemy has defused the explosive.
It's not the guy I need to worry about. There's a dude over here somewhere. More than one dude, of course. Well, now there's only 1 point left. So if I were them, I would cluster around it pretty hard. And that's what I imagine they're going to do. Kind of want to cut through here and get around behind them a little bit. But it's kind of a tricky spot because anytime I try to get behind them, they can get behind me. And I have to win face check battles with a gun that's truly not designed for that. Seems like 2 of my teammates have roughly the same idea that they want to get behind him over here. Well, if that's true, I'll get over here in front. This is a go-away grenade. I know it's not going to kill anybody. I hurt him a little bit, though. Kind of worried about getting sniped over there. Perfect. This guy should be weak. Oh, no, he's not. I stopped shooting way too early. I saw the gunfight in the hallway, and I heard my teammates' bullets, and I thought, like, I'm just going to be able to, like, 1 or 2 tap this guy. I stopped shooting early, guys. That is a novice mistake I just made. You always shoot until you see points. So now I gotta swing around behind everybody here. I don't know if this guy saw me or not. Can I get a headshot out of it? I may not be able to. He's still over here. No headshot. Okay. My teammates are gonna plant. Even though my health is low, I do want to move up. It's not a bad spot for headshots. Owner Mage says he's getting stoned like always. Okay. Oh, I see what's wrong. If you're watching from PlayStation 4, I would tell you to not, like, mobile or PC will probably be better.
Enemy has defused the explosive.
Come on, headshot. No headshots. Lame. Okay, I gotta wait for my health to come back. I will call out that sub. This one, Jonathan Jeffrey, thank you for the recent sub. That's a headshot, thank God. That's 2. Can we go for 3? Probably should have gone for body right there. Okay, Barcrest, we'll try you out as moderator. If you feel like there's a... You know the rules of the chat. You've been here long enough. You know how things go. If there's a problem, just clean it up a little bit. Here's a fun one. Mahmoud Alaha... I can never say this name. Alawadi says, shame on Call of Duty Studios for not supporting our region. Yeah, they just... this is gonna sound rude and insensitive, but I'm being straight honest with you. How did this guy kill 3 people? They just don't give a shit about your region. That's the truth. Your region of the world is lumped under a big, confusing question mark for them, and they'll... I don't know exactly what kind... I think you're Saudi Arabia, right? Mubbin23, thank you for subbing. So, the laws for distributing media of any kind are radically different in those countries, and they're so different and so subject to change. And by those countries, I know that you're not the same as, like, Palestine or, you know, Jordan or whatever, but perceptually, from our part of the world, you say the Middle East, and they just assume that pretty much all the countries are the same, except Palestine's super shitty and Dubai is a party city, and everything else is kind of more or less the same. Dictatorships, hajibs, people getting executed for sorcery, and it's all backwards. So when it comes to distributing in those countries, they don't really care to try very hard to do it right. It's just more of a, nah, whatever, we'll worry about it. We'll give it to our outsource team. So you'll develop a game, and it's like, all right, we got to do global release. It's working here, here, and here. Our outsource team says to launch in Saudi Arabia. We'll just, like, we'll just give them some kind of support. We'll make it purchasable. They're all just a bunch of fucking rich sods that just buy Lamborghinis and stuff every day anyway, so who gives a shit if they get a broken game? They'll just buy a studio and make their own game. So you get a lot of products that launch with broken and incomplete support because they don't consider that part of the world easy to deal with, or a decent profit sector for that matter, because of some of the local distribution agreements can get really nutty there as well. Like, I got some new sponsors coming in. Who was that just sponsored? I'm getting hammered here today. Isaac James, 2018. Thank you for the sponsorship, dude. I appreciate it. Enjoy those boomy pets. ABC, Mobbin, Trevor, Russian guy. Thank you all for subs. It's the same thing in Singapore. It's the same thing in, like, China, depending on the game. It's like, well, Activision said it has to be global, so we'll just make it kind of sort of global in that you can buy the disc, and we'll make it to where you can connect to some servers, but full support, full language, subtitles, dubbing, online support, local networking, nah, that's too much trouble. It also runs into an issue of these types of games are less popular in different countries than they are in the US. Like the sectors that make money are US, UK, Canada, Australia, the big English-speaking countries. And that really shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone at all. But that's how it is. When it comes to other places like Middle East and China and Japan, not many people are really buying COD there. It's not a very big moneymaker in those regions. So the support it gets is very limited. And because of that limited support, there's, I mean, limited sales, there's limited support. You can't afford support with no sales. And that's not to say that nobody's playing. Obviously somebody is. My Twitter timeline is blown up with people from Middle East and other countries playing COD that have been kind of getting the dick on support. What are you getting out of here? CCAT Gaming says, speaking as a Canadian in retail, it isn't us. It definitely is you guys. It definitely is. I damn sure know it's not Asian countries. They do not buy shooters or COD games in general. Like, that's not the big deal. If you're like China, Japan... Singapore, I think, is a little bit unusual because the English-speaking nature of it overlaps with America, and they kind of get the dick. But even still, it's one city of 4 million people, and they might have 10, 15,000 players in the city total. You can't get a full support suite for, you know, 10K players. I think they're going to plant soon. I think somebody's planting here. There we go. Got some easy headshots out of it. Sam says, do you think if the international community had better servers, would they be more popular? Absolutely. It's the same reason it's not popular on PC. Like, if it had better PC support, it would be more popular on PC. If people in the Middle East had better servers, it would be more popular in the Middle East. Except maybe that MW2 and 3 where you kill random brown people all day. But, yeah, obviously if they get better servers, it'll be more popular. But somebody, somewhere along the line, up the chain in Activision, or Activision Legal, or Activision Deployment, Activision International, and somebody above my pay grade that I've never met has made a decision that they do not... Wow. That they do not want to justify the cost for supporting the game. Whether that is the correct decision or not... Probably not, in my opinion, is yet to be seen. But that is the decision that the important people have made, and that is the one that we have to live with, which kind of sucks. And Nicholas Milero, I'm a long way from getting Chrome. My Chrome Quest is going to be a solid 25 episodes, if it's anything. I'm a number 8. I might be a third of my way into this. Oh my god. I fell for my own favorite trap. I'm starting to play Schleppy now. That guy just got a triple on us. Okay. I'm gonna try to go around. I don't want to be back there.
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
This guy's right around here. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I see, I couldn't see that guy at all. For me, that guy was like invisible until he started shooting. I think we're going to lose this game. I'm going to have to take a very direct approach. Like, I'm going to have to just slay in here super fast. Except, I didn't even know that was a corner people could hide in. These guys are playing campy, 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 campy. Somebody says Chrome Camo is absolute garbage and not worth it. Maybe, but it's the one to grind for in this game. Migraine, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Sam, I do have diamond assault rifles. I'm really close to diamond snipers and shotguns as well. Not even trying to unlock those. Love watching his screen get jellied while I shoot at him. But I do have a lot of stuff almost diamond. We're going to take a quick break and call out some subs. Migraine, Sam, Dextart, Anthony, Isaiah, ABC, Mobbin, Trevor. Thank you all. And we are going to pat the boom bee. He's a good boy. He's the bestest boy. Hey, buddy, are you my good boy? Yeah, you're my good dog. I'm going to pet your feet. Pet, 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 pet. Pit, pet, put. Pit, pet, pit, 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 pet, put, put, pit, pet, put. Oh, he's a good boy, Boomby. You're my smart boy. Uh-huh. Actually, you're not. You're kind of stupid, but you're good. You don't have to be smart as long as you be good. Oh, look at your fluff. You're so good. Give Boomy some pets mid-game. Kyra Bailey, thank you for subbing. I don't even believe I'm at 50 yet. Okay, I just hit 50. Whew, I got a long way to go this evening. I think I had like 20 or 30 before I stopped. Yikes. At these challenges too. Probably swap out to headquarters after this match. Lazy Boomy is the best Boomy. Yes, he is. He's a very lazy boy. J-Hub just went live. I may join him later. Yes, the doggos are fluffy. Sam, I think I was going to do the diamond launchers all in one stream. One painful, suffering, obtuse, insane stream that's just going to make me want to really jump off a bridge and kill myself. What type of dog is that? It's a fat dog. That's what kind of dog it is. No, he's a good boy. He's a Shiba Inu. He's a actually deformed Shiba Inu. He has some sort of disorder. Makes him kind of a special potato. And he's adopted. His other family used to beat him quite badly. He had a much faster firing gun than I did, so there was no winning that one for me. So I have a bomb, so I'm on offense. Okay, good to know. I'm on offense. Tried to aim up to get the headshot. Yikes. Yeah, these guys are coming out to play today. Dan Christensen, thank you for the sub. Oh, man. I have to play this a little slower or I'm going to die. This is not even a good hiding spot, but it's the only spot I've got.
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
I can't even shoot that thing down. Time to take my fight to the middle. Middle of the party town. I see him back here. I hope he doesn't see me. Yeah, he does. Now, there's still another guy. There was another guy. Guess my teammates killed him.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Still somebody creeping around over here somewhere. Oh, damn it. I just keep...
Party strike incoming.
Yeah, man, I did make a suicide vid, Overcast Panda.
We have the momentum.
I should have looked behind me.
Enemy recon aircraft.
I did not. It's kind of hard to get headshots because I feel like I have to aim up at the wrong location to kill people. I think I'm going to be saying that until this whole challenge thing is over. Sam just subbed, thank you. Or I'll get sniped. I had a feeling somebody would be back there, but it's okay. So what's your thoughts on GameStop? Oh man, their business model's been dead for a long time. That store, unfortunately, is going under.
Party strike inbound. Find cover.
I'm usually a fan of physical stores, but their business model hasn't been good or beneficial to the consumer for a long time, so people are kind of abandoning it. No hablas español. Very, very little Spanish. I can read a little Spanish. I can understand a bit of spoken Spanish. I am not at a point with Spanish where I can formulate my own sentences, and I am 4 and 9 here. Gotta do a little better than that today.
Recon airborne.
What the fudge?
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
I should die in a moment's notice because I'm very badly out of position.
Counterintelligence aircraft.
There we go, got a triple out of that on the bomb site.
Counter recon is airborne. Engaging enemy air. Recon searching for target. Bomb incoming. Get to cover.
I took out their recon aircraft, which should limit them. This guy's moving through my spawn back here somewhere. Oh, he's behind me. Got a headshot on him too. Gotta keep on getting those. That's what I really want out of all this, is just headshots. I don't really even want to kill people. I think I might be able to catch this guy's go. Oh, there's two, there's two.
Recon flight concluded. Cease fire.
Okay, how did I get an armor hit on this guy? I'm a little bit confused about that. How a Levo Stalk just sub. Thank you very much. Bilbo T. Baggins, good to see you. Yeah, I do feel that GameStop has a predatory business model. The buyback rates are so low compared to the markups and sale price. And I understand, as a person who understands business, I understand why they do these things, right? Like, I totally get that you can't buy something for $50, sell it for $50, and turn a profit like that. That's just not how any of that works. I also understand that you can't give away a lot of cash because people take advantage of that. So incentivizing store credit is the smartest thing you can do for your business. So that makes total sense to me for why GameStop makes some of those decisions. However, my personal belief is that the rates are way screwball. I mean, they'll give you like $2.50 store credit for a game, and then turn around and sell it for like 35 bucks, which is just too high in my opinion. Too high. That's too much fuckery, I would say.
Muscle.
Dylan and Kristen donated $5. Says, my husband and I watch when you're live. Thank you for the awesome commentary and always giving us intelligent things to talk about. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate the compliments. I hope you continue to enjoy watching when I'm live. Being live is one of my favorite things to do. I enjoy being live far more than I far more. I want to get a headshot on this guy. Than I enjoy making videos. Missed the headshot. So hopefully in the future I'll be live more often. Laza McP, thank you for subbing. I was thinking about doing like maybe one live stream a day, or two a day actually. I was thinking about doing one in the morning and one in the evening, kind of getting on that Noah J or like typical gamer schedule, because I just kind of want to do it more than making videos. But I think a lot of people appreciate the videos more than they do the live streams, so it's kind of a fine balance that I need to strike. You know, I didn't think that I would need to kill the guy who was on fire. Just throwing that out there. I didn't think that killing the Burning Man was going to be my priority today. Okay, that was just kind of a bad push on my part. But I'm glad you enjoy the streams. Glad you think it's something intelligent to talk about. I oftentimes think I end up rambling on some less than intelligent topics. Quite a lot, actually, but that's okay. Especially when we get to talking about crazier stuff like aliens or Bigfoots or transgender issues, which comes up so much. I think that's just like a fun thing to do in the chat. It's like, hey guys, let's hit the politics button. Let's talk about something that's guaranteed to get everybody riled up. Okay, looks like we're going into overtime. Laza, Official Traumatized, George, Jamel, thank you all for subbing. Welcome aboard. Thank you, Elliot, for the compliments.
Demolish their supply line.
No idea where Point Alpha is. It's going to be right in the middle of the map, isn't it? Yep, okay, so I'm going to work this left side or do nothing. I'm just trying to make a safe space for my team. No! Oh, the flinch got me. I was like right on his head right there too. That could have been a very good headshot. I have to defend this for some time. I think the best way I could defend this would actually be to go to make a ruckus in their spawn. But they're on top of that. They're not going to let me do that. What COD game has my favorite music? Oh god. Probably Black Ops 2, man. That lobby music is iconic even still.
Stop their resupply.
Ba bum bum ba dun 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 dun. Man, that stuck with me like the Halo soundtrack has. That Black Ops 2 music is on point. Come on, headshot, no headshot. Crap. Well, I got some headshots out of this mode. I don't really think this is the best mode for headshots, but that's okay. I'm having some fun with it. Alyssa, good to see you. Legendary Jerry says big transgender aliens are enough, but Bigfoot is too much. Okay. Yes. Transgendered Bigfoot is a problem that I run into on a daily basis. Somebody on Twitter says after the latest patch notes.
The strongest muscle.
Was there a new patch? Guys in the chat, let me know if there was a new patch. David Beeman donated $10, says, ever since you showed me that Saboteur and Satchel Challenge combo, I've just been tearing booties up. Feels just like MW3, so thank you, sir. Lost it with that. Also, I know I'm being cancer and I'm okay with that. Good stream, man. I always enjoy it. Well, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate it, and yeah, it's pretty cancerous. It's pretty hard to deal with. Was there a new patch, guys? This guy's saying something about a new patch. I didn't see a new patch. It's pretty cancerous. It just blows people up, and it's really annoying. So have fun being that guy. Just know that you're crushing spirits 24/7, ruining everybody's day. But I guess that's one of the reasons you do it. Sometimes it's fun to be a soul crusher. I'm seeing no. Aiden Tabata says, I asked a girl out and she told me no because she was questioning her sexuality. Rip me. I'm sorry to hear that. Community update. What is this? I don't see anything about patches. I do not see anything about patches.
The heart is the strongest muscle.
Mika dropped $3, says, Mika is passed out. This is my friend who brought him home. He has your page as homepage, so I clicked it. He's super depressed with no luck with girls. Don't know how to help him. What the hell? Don't know how to help him. He constantly gets rejected. Is looking good a priority? Yeah, looking good is a priority. Is looking good should be a priority. Yeah, looking good should be a priority. Ladies in the chat, you can back me up with this one, but who wants to date an ugly guy? Same way guys don't want to date ugly girls. Everybody wants the prettiest, nicest looking, best partner they can find. Looking good is 100% a priority. If I were to go out today and try to pick up girls, and we'll just pretend I'm not married for the moment, I wouldn't dress the same as I would here when I'm streaming on YouTube. I'd have other things that I would need to put on. I would need to fix myself up. I'd have to delete Facebook, hit the gym, work on building my body back a little bit, get some abs. I'm working on that a little bit for Jessica's benefit because I want to be pretty for her. But no, looking pretty is a priority for men as well. The objectification and sexualization of human bodies goes both ways. Women are not immune to not caring about beauty, and that's sort of a stereotype that, like, guys only care about beauty and women only care about money, and that you can be this big fat, like, slovenly, ugly guy and get women as long as you're funny. Like, the funny guy is going to get women. As a man, you're expected to carry with your personality, and I will say that that goes further with women than it does with men. Men are not as big on the personality train, but it does matter. Like, if you want to get a girl, you need to be able to. Wow, I didn't even notice that guy. You need to be able to dress the part, look the part. You need to be handsome, not just think you're handsome. So that second one will help the confidence, that's for sure. I think there's another guy over here somewhere. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and defuse this one while we can. Or not. So Imika's friend, if you're getting rejected by girls, I'm sorry to hear that. It does suck. It's soul crushing for men. And for women that may not understand that, socially speaking, the onus is on a man to ask you out. And it's also sort of a social status thing for men to see how many girls say yes to be sexually virile, accomplished, to challenge everybody. That's something that men just do in general, is that men compete. We compete on everything. Who can lift more, who's smarter, who's faster, who can pick up the most girls, who's the most popular. It's sort of a weird alpha dominance thing that guys do. So when we get rejected, that just sort of like crushes all the things that we work on, because primarily the things we work on are to attract women, to get strong, get smart, make money. And when all these things fail, it's just sort of like a failure for you as a person. So that really crushes a guy when they get rejected. It's not like a joke. Not at all. I'm kind of rambling a bit here, but yes, looking good does matter for ladies too. I can't remember how many ladies I've met that's like, you know what? I would like an out-of-shape guy that doesn't bathe very much, but he reads a lot of Reddit. He's like wicked good at memes and stuff like that. Like, no, that's just not like what women are looking for. Obviously, there's body image issues, and you can't look like Chris Hemsworth all the time, and you can't bench press 14 trucks, and not all girls like that anyway. But there's a lot of different ways for a guy to look good. I think it's easier for guys to look good than women, because for men, the fashions are acceptable based on, you can cover your body up a lot differently. And it'll be alright. Like for women, it's about like having big boobs and like showing off your butt and stuff like that. And there's, I'll move on to that later, but for a guy, it's like I dress fashionably, I've got these nice clothes, this shows off my body really well and does a bunch of different things. It's easier, and what women, another thing that women are looking for primarily is just that you've got a good sense of style, that you're not just a house hobo or a couch potato, that you've got some understanding of how to look good and that you care about yourself enough to look good. Because nobody wants to date a person that doesn't care about themselves, and this cuts both ways, men and women. I wouldn't want to date a girl that gives so little of a shit about herself that she doesn't even bathe, or that she doesn't dress up, or she dresses down. Frumpy is the word that a lot of times you see with women, and sometimes it's accidental and sometimes it's not. But in the same way, I don't think a woman would want to date me if I literally wore my Twitter gaming hoodie and my workout shorts every single day and basically had poor hygiene and never dressed nice and never did anything fancy. It's a perceptual thing, but it's important. Oh, come on. So yeah, man, looking good matters. There's a lot of things that matters. And for women, there are a lot of ways to look pretty. A lot of ways to look pretty. Whew, I gotta take a little breather right there. That's kind of a mouthful. Narcissistic Penguin says, I'm unlucky 100% of the time. This is straight misogyny live on camera. I hope you're being sarcastic. This is reality. There's a difference between being misogyny. Misogyny be like, women are always stupider than men, and men are better than women, and they should make a sandwich, and or misogyny would be like, all men are rapists, and all men have no empathy, and they're all horrible, hateful beings. All those are misogyny. Saying that both sexes would prefer a pretty partner, I think, is very practical advice. I think it's very practical advice to say that if you can improve your looks, you'll improve your standing in a lot of ways. Not literally even in the dating scene, but in life in general. People that are more physically attractive have an easier time getting a job. They get paid more, they get promoted more, they're respected more, they get more benefit of the doubt in most social situations than their uglier counterparts. They are thought of as being smarter. All of the nice things that you can ascribe to a person, they get by default, just for being pretty. You can like it, hate it, despise it. That is reality, as the best, not just that I know it, but that social psychologists, I think sociologists would be the right word, and people in university that study these things have indicated. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. It's certainly not smart for people to have these biases or run their businesses that way, but that is how they work. If you are a beautiful person, you get a lot of benefits in life that your less beautiful counterparts do not get. And that just sucks. Life is unfair, you know? No headshot. Crap. I think I somehow got play of the game. Gotta welcome some new subs. Todd Roberts, Sean King, thank you very much. Been a while since I had any new subs. Yikes. Kind of slow on that front tonight, but that's okay. Guess I pushed a lot of people away. Yeah, Greg Wagner's right. It's okay to have masculine and feminine traits and accept that some people are different. Yes, I see the fake drifter in the chat. It's okay. Poe Dameron just subscribed. Man, you really should have listened to your superiors in Return of the Jedi and just blindly obeyed orders. Let's back out to the headquarters and take a short break. And let's see what we can pull up. We might open some supply drops. We might take a little break. Nazi scientists making clones. Of course they're going to be beautiful. Sure. Whatever you say, friends. Whatever you say. Trina Morgan, glad you like the channel. Appreciate it. Let's pick up some new challenges. What do you think of Ali A posting Fortnite? You can play whatever game he wants to play for all I care. Hardpoint. What challenge do I not have? Oh, demo. I'm going to take a break from demo. Demo's getting a little bit old. Oh, I got that. Okay. There's one. I've already got this one. I've already done this one. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. Orders. Win a match of TDM. Win a match of Hardpoint with positive KDR. Okay. We might do a little supply drop opening tonight. Let's go ahead and find a public match of good old-fashioned team deathmatch. Amos Pritchard says, every girl I get close to stabs me in the back after pretending to like me for a little while. Yikes, sorry to hear that. Gus, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and while that may be true, I promise you that not all women will stab you in the back, and that not all women hate you, and not all women hate men, and not all women lack empathy or any of these sort of very negative things that are unfortunate stereotypes, in the same way that none of the stereotypes about men are true. Sometimes you have a bad run of things. I'm going to guess, by the way you're typing, you're relatively young. Joey T just subscribed. And young love is always messy. Terribility, I did see the DM, I just didn't want to talk about it. Young love is messy. It's just, people don't know what they want. It's socially acceptable to change relationships fast. It is unfortunately socially acceptable to manipulate people against each other, depending on your social circle. I would say it's very morally wrong. Moods change. Orientations be changing fast these days, and it's kind of chaotic out there. Sam says, every guy I've asked out has always commented on my appearance as a reason not to date me. Yikes. I am sorry to hear that, Sam. That is very, very rude. I don't know, I would say at least they're honest, but I know that hurts. To just say, there's a difference between saying you're not my type and just like, yo ass ugly. No headshots. Like, those are all different things. This guy's pushing through my spawn here. I'm sorry to hear that. But it's, finding love isn't easy. If it were easy, it would just be the way, you know? Everybody would do it. Fucking hell. Look at this guy hiding back here. There we go. I did get the headshot on him, which is nice. If it were easy, it would just be the way. And unfortunately, it's not easy, so it's not just the way. It's a big, complicated mess. Wildcat, thank you for the sub. And even if you find the one can change, the one can die, you can change is another scary thing. You may be the non-consistent person. You could have an accident, you can do like I did and take medication. That ruined me for a long time. You can have different life experiences, you can grow apart, move different directions. The world is a big, complicated place, and there's no easy way to navigate through it, you know? So you gotta keep working at it. Love isn't a fairy tale, it's not always a day one cheer mode session. I think this dude saw me. Thankfully my teammates are there to distract them all. Probably also to pull a bunch of grenades my way, so I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to loop all the way around the slow way. I'm just going to prone over here and call this in. I don't want to discourage anybody from reaching out or finding love, because I know that's an all too common thing these days. They got men going their own way. You've got women. I don't think they have their own little clique. I think they would call them swearing off men or doing career only, or as far as the gay dating spectrum, I can't tell you much about that. That is one that is quite far removed from me. But it's complicated. Life is complicated. In a different sense, think about it this way. All these movies that you watch always... Oh, I got quick scoped. Always have like this very nice romance where two people find each other and they work together very perfectly. They click. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. They're like a power couple, you know. And everything is great between them. If that were just like how things are, and that happened all the time to everybody, it wouldn't be memorable or important or worthwhile enough to put in a movie. It would just be the thing that we're doing today. It would be like making a movie about using the restroom or brushing your teeth or something. Matt McQuaid, thank you for subbing. Echo the Bad Pony says, I don't have a girlfriend because I'm spending my time looking for financial security first. Well, you might be looking for a long time. And I would say that's kind of a sad way to look about it, because what you would really want is a girlfriend that loves you for much more than your financial security. You'd want a girl that loves you for you and that y'all can have fun and enjoy each other without any sort of promises or expectations of money or funding or anything even remotely like that. I think that would be a much healthier building block for any relationship.
Recon searching for targets.
This guy's just getting regular. Oh, I didn't even see the other guy. I'm looking at the chat always. Always looking at the chat. We have a question that says, do you think being bisexual will be a put-off for some people? Probably. Bisexual is a weird one. And you're going to have to be patient with me, because again, this is not me and my people, so to speak, so I'm kind of speaking from generalized experiences. I do want to say thank you, Lewis, for subbing, and Matt. If you're bisexual, and let's say, it's a little more common now for women, but let's say you're a bisexual girl, and you date your boyfriend, and you tell him, hey, I'm bi, what's your boyfriend gonna say? In the chat, what's your boyfriend gonna say? Then you tell him that you're bi. Okay, it's obvious, yes, three-way. Let's do a three-way. Me, you, another woman, bam, let's do it right now. Lonsfella, thank you for subbing, because it's just about like every guy's fantasy.
Enemy care package observed. Stop there.
And that's like the last thing you want to hear, because just having an orientation doesn't necessarily mean you exist to fulfill other people's fantasies. You have your own love, your own desires, your own... Most people still do the primary partner dating and not the multi-partner messy stuff. Poly, whatever you want to call it. And if you are bi and you're a girl and you tell a girl that you're bi and that you occasionally like guys, there's a lot of people in the gay community that see that as a betrayal of trust, as some sort of very negative thing that you will eventually leave them and return to the world of the straights, or that you can never be fully trusted. And it sort of puts you as an outsider in the community. It's weird that in a community of alternative desires that your non-conformity to that alternative causes you to be an outcast. I think it's a trust issue thing, because you've kind of got your foot half in the pond and then half out. I'm trying to get a headshot on that, but it's not working very well. Same thing for being a guy. The guys get a little bit less extremes, though women are very distrustworthy, untrustworthy of bi men. So it's a mess. Could have got the body shots easy, but I wanted the headshots. Well, I've done my work here, and I've put up the UAVs. I just hope that my teammates are able to capitalize on them. I think we're just kind of kill trading, and they're holding in their spawn super hard right now. I'm still trying to get headshots. I got quite a few in this game of TDM. Far more than I expected. Jibu says, your Drift are one of your best communicators. Not a Ruffet says, Drift in those community... People were in the community for me. Sam says, I dated a bi guy and I was cool with his sexuality until I found out that he cheated on me with a girl. Yeah. That's rough, man. That's very rough, and I'm sorry to hear that happen to you. Thank you for subbing, Cohen Pyle, Teresa Rodriguez, Don't Get Addicted, Southside Zoe, Lonsfella, Lewis, Matt, Aiden, TJ, Wildcat, David, Joey T. Welcome aboard, everybody. Check my phone to make sure I didn't miss any messages, and I did not. We're doing good. What's my body count? Pretty high. Win a match at TDM. Finish a game of hard points. Let's go ahead and back out of this. Let's see how we're doing here on headshots. I think we still have a very long way to go. Yes, we do. Public match, team deathmatch. Let's do it. Xander says, I'm turning 16 in 2 months and I've never been in a relationship. Is that bad? No, it's not bad. I'd never had a relationship until I was 19. But then again, I grew up in a very unusual situation where dating would be disastrous and end violently, so I had to be very careful about that. One Puff wants to know if I like McDonald's. I hate to tell you, but I really don't like McDonald's. McDonald's is not my jam. It's I get kind of sick at McDonald's. Roodle Strudels, thank you for subbing. I don't eat very much fast food in general. I can make do with Jack in the Box. I really don't like Jack in the Box, but I can make myself eat it. I do like Five Guys. Five Guys is on a very different tier of fast food because it's very fresh and unfrozen. I don't eat Wendy's. I don't eat Burger King. Taco Bell, I can do every great now and then, smaller amounts. Draconian says that he doesn't have girl troubles. He's being ignored. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Sorry to hear that, dude. I'm sorry to hear you're getting ignored. I think I see my own dog right there. Somebody's got an emote. Dank
The
hamster.
heart is the strongest muscle.
Hey, 7654321 Din donated $5. Says, hey Drifter, any thoughts on North Korea? Okay, we can do that one. We'll queue up both of these. I saw somebody in the chat asking about 8 thoughts, and I'll talk about him briefly. That's always a fun topic. I may forget about it. I do like Chipotle, though I would say that counts as fast casual instead of fast. I'm gonna go face check people here. Wait, I'm in team deathmatch. Crap. I meant to do hard point, but that's okay. I'll just do this real quick. This guy's above me. As long as he doesn't have resistance or one of these fucking bouncing betties. And he does. Fucking piece of absolute shiitake mushrooms. How did I know that you would be sitting up there with a bouncing betty? Those are the most annoying things. I really hate the only ones that I ever tolerated. You're found except but your ass is still up here. Look at you. Same shit. Go fuck yourself, kid. I think Whataburgers are gross. I haven't even seen enemies. These guys are camping so hard. So Claymore's made sense to me because you can see the red lines really easily. There's a couple of different ways to dodge it. And even the mines in Ghost that like fling upwards had some semblance of sanity. See, there's no way around that. You just have to take that L. He's right up here too. I hate him. I'm just gonna keep killing him over and over until he stops doing this. This is like a very slow game of TDM. Very, very slow. I think these guys are around this way. Yep, I want to get up here and headshot him. I don't want to just kill him. And that is why I hate aiming down sights up close. This map here is going to make me mad. Okay, so North Korea was the requested topic. That is a big, steaming hot mess right now. North Korea is as close to a slave state as anything that exists in current times. There are countries whose operating philosophies I don't agree with. And that I don't... What in the fuck are you hiding beside a dead body? I really dislike the way this enemy team is playing. I can tell this map's going to make me mad. You can sit here all day and you can talk about, you know, there's trouble in the Congo. And that Saudi Arabia executed a guy for witchcraft. And that this one country in Europe that when an immigrant commits a crime, they Photoshop their faces and make them white. And they do a bunch of goofy stuff that I don't agree with. A bunch of stupid stuff in a lot of ways. That in Sweden, a guy was given disability because he has an addiction to heavy metal music. And he can't stop listening to heavy metal, so that counts as an addiction. Or did you hear that in the state of Georgia, you have to pray in school and... You know, there's a lot of crap. There's a lot of bad stuff, okay? Militaries, you don't get, you know, freedom in Russia is very limited. Voting rights are questionable. That, you know, in the state of Chechnya, they're rounding up gay people and executing them. All these things are bad. North Korea makes all of that look like an absolute joke. And that's not to downplay the tragedy and misfortunes and misrulings of others, but North Korea takes every single thing that you see about these other bad countries and just ramps them up, not to 10, not to 11, but like to 45. They have actual slave camps with populations bigger than most U.S. cities. They're prison camps, technically, but you do manual labor, slave labor. Not only do you get punished by sending there, but your children, your in-laws, your relatives, and you have to live there for 3 generations. You have to get permission from the camp guards to have children. There are children that are born, live, and die in these camps that never, ever, ever see the light of day of freedom, that don't even understand what it is to be able to be allowed to walk where you want to go. The head of state in North Korea is deified in a way to where North Korea is probably more accurately described as a theocracy than it is as a dictatorship or a flawed republic or anything like that. Like, it is actually a theocracy. I want to be clear with you about that. The eternal leader is Kim Il-sung. He is the eternal head of state. His son and grandson rule in his stead, but he is still technically the head of state, which is crazy. The amount of things that count as crimes are crazy. The amount that the people starve and suffer is a degree that would be... It makes their daily living similar to that of a refugee of a war or an extreme famine. But the elites do quite well. It is a state of suffering, a state of propaganda, a state of control. It is the closest thing that you or I may ever see to an attempt to recreate the book 1984 by George Orwell. I'm sure that many of you are familiar with it. A dystopian, what's the right word? Anti-fascist look at the world. I feel like somebody read that book, 1984, and they thought to themselves, we should give this a try. And somebody else would be like, can we really recreate this book? And they're like, I don't know if we can do it 100%, but we can get really close. Let's see if we can bring 1984 to life. That sounds great. And they did, and they tried it. And that's exactly what North Korea became. There's so many people hiding around here. Wow, it's like the whole team back there. And you can't just nuke. So Drift, I would be careful because there's a lot of lies about North Korea that are basically accepted as fact because so little info comes out of the country. That is true to an extent. But I do not believe the things that I'm saying are lies. I do not believe that North Korea is remotely prosperous or on the same level as the rest of the world. It is not a functioning state, truly. It is basically a slave state in the worst possible of ways. And I don't think that I'm going to have to worry about North Korea coming over here to my YouTube channel to correct me. But the question was probably, why can't we invade them? Why can't we nuke them? Well, number one is South Korea doesn't want that. Because North Korea has hundreds of old Soviet artillery cannons pointed at Seoul. And I'm not talking about missiles or ballistic launchers or those big bombs on trucks. I'm talking about like World War II artillery cannons, smaller than the Gustav gun, but that still shoot a couple miles. Gaming, thank you for subbing. And their first response is to just detonate all of them, to just send all of them flying. So if you attack North Korea, the city of Seoul, which is one of the biggest and most densely populated cities on Earth, is going to get pummeled with more artillery than any place on the planet since before World War II, and maybe even since during World War II. The loss of life will be in the hundreds of thousands on the low end. On top of that, China is a nuclear power. Russia is a nuclear power. I got 2 headshots on that guy. India is a nuclear power. Pakistan is a nuclear power. There's a couple of proliferated nukes out there that we can't keep track of. North Korea is also a nuclear power. If you nuke a country, you risk triggering automatic, mutually assured destruction fail-safes that many of these bigger countries have set up. I'm going to mute this real quick because I got to pick my nose. And any nuclear detonation of any kind without forewarning from every single country that has a nuclear power is potentially end of the world. To nuke North Korea could accidentally trigger the actual end of the world and human beings as we know it. J-Hub is watching me. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why J-Hub's watching me, but I hope he has a great time doing that. You'd have to get Pakistan on board, India. You'd have to get Israel on board, China, Russia, UK, France, Germany. Who am I missing? Who else has a nuclear bomb? I don't think Japan's going to develop nukes, but you would have to get everybody on board with this. And of course, when you get that many people on board, North Korea is going to know it's coming and they're going to do something crazy. The way to solve the North Korea problem, there's really two ways to do it. Number one is you do nothing and you wait for the North Korean state to fail. You wait for them to crash and burn and for them to just kind of fetter out, to collapse like the old Soviet Union. Unfortunately, it's going to take a very long time for that because it's kind of a slave state and because they are getting propped up by China and by the Soviet Union and by a couple other smaller countries. Oh yeah, Iran. We forgot about Iran. Iran has nuclear weapons too. Or you could choose military action. It would have to be probably a single party or maybe a two-party agreed upon strike just to avoid, you know, nuclear chaos, but I don't know where the next one's going. Okay. But you would need to strike them quickly and so hard, so fast. Oh, that's the whole team. So fast they wouldn't know what hit them. You'd have to take them out before they had a chance to properly respond to anything. Because any sort of response will be a nuclear response, and it'll be a very catastrophic loss of life response. Now, what this military solution will do is end North Korea as a state. They will be absorbed by South Korea almost immediately, reunified, which is the goal for both sides, albeit they want to be reunified under different governments. It will solve the problem, initially at least, in a matter of weeks, but a tremendous cost of human life. And I do mean a cost of human life that you would measure in hundreds of thousands, if not millions. Evan Polk, thank you for subbing. On top of this, if you go and you solve the solution via brute force, you also have to deal with the metric shit ton of refugees. And there's going to be flooding into South Korea, North Korean refugees, and also flooding into China, North Korean refugees. Now, South Korea and China are modern industrialized countries that are looking for high-skilled, smart laborers in the tech industry, and what they will not have a use for is a whole bunch of North Koreans that know how to read and hold up flags and signs and be human traffic stops and not much else. They have been apart for so long that North Koreans have an extremely distinct dialect that some people argue is a potential new language. I don't think that's true. My reading and understandings into it indicate that it is an older form of Korean and sometimes called the country or hobo version of North Korean. So it would basically be like taking the lowest educated section of a population that has an accent so thick it's difficult for some people to understand and slamming them into China and North Korea. Sorry, and South Korea, which people don't want. Neither side wants that. You also have to deal with cleaning up party members, determining who was good and who was a victim, who was bad and who was not. You have to deal with things like, I'll compare it to southern United States post-Civil War carpetbagging. North Korean businesses will be immediately moving to North Korea to take advantage of that cheap labor. As I just said, that's not the labor they want, maybe in South Korea, but there will be some enterprising people that be like, we just got like 60 million new unemployed people that are desperate for jobs and whose living conditions are so garbage that they will be, they'll take anything you offer. I mean, they basically have nothing now, and they consider a single bowl of rice to be like a delicacy. So if you offer them way below poverty wages for a South Korean, they'll be like, awesome, we'll take it, sign me up. And you just get this labor that then they get taken advantage of. And that's one of those situations like in China and India. It's like people that have nothing are kind of glad to be taken advantage of, but they're still being kind of taken advantage of anyway. So it's a nice hot mess to deal with. And all of these are reasons why we have done nothing about North Korea. And I may be overreading this. You guys in the chat can tell me if I'm just wrong or talking out of my ass or what. But I feel that the reason that North Korea and South Korea decided to compete under one single unified banner for the Winter Olympics is to sort of try to tell the US that they would prefer the status quo and avoid this direct intervention, because that's going to be bad for everybody. Even South Korea doesn't want the military action. It's messy. I'm not a politician. I'm not a military expert. These are just how I see and read and understand things. I take the time to read and understand things. It doesn't make me any more right than any of you. I'm going to catch my breath for a second, and you guys let me know in the chat what you think about all that I just said. If I'm crazy, if I'm kind of on point, I'm talking out of my ass or what. Come on, peek me. Peek me! If you're not going to peek me, I'm just going to go over here. Now I'm going to be on the freaking aircraft. Now he knows exactly where I'm going to be. Oh, J-Hub is open, ready to open supply drops? Okay, tell J-Hub I'll be there after this game, okay? I do want to join J-Hub for the big supply drop opening, because I have drops of my own to open. So, tell J-Hub I'm going to win this game, and then we are going to open supply drops, if he can hear me. Okay? Guys, be sure to go to J-Hub's stream and tell him to wait. I'm going to go ahead and win this hardpoint game. I'm going to put my try-hard panties on, and we're going to do this, okay? I might even change guns. It depends on how everything goes. Whoa. I'll disavow the headshot challenges momentarily. I don't know why they struck me right there. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to start getting time. And I got to get kills because I think I have to win this game with a positive KDR. So I just want to get in here. It's like a great place to camp in here. This guy's going to be behind me in just a second. I know it. Nope. Ho-ho! Teammates came to save the day. I'm still taking a bunch of grenades. I think I should not have shot that. I don't know if they noticed me or not. There we go. I think I'm going to sit here for a minute. This is going to help me to get the game to win faster. Okay. J-Hub, I will let you know when ready. See you in Discord there in a second, man. Getting all the time I can off of this point. I know where that dude's at. Enemy should have the advantage to rotate. I think that guy saw me. Heard me at least. Oh, wow. You get that insta-melee. How did he get that bayonet when he has the ghillie suit? How did he get a bayonet when he's wearing a ghillie suit, guys? You gotta let me know about that.
The heart is the strongest muscle.
Chaos donated $5. Says, what's your favorite variant for any gun? Oh, I like the, I think it's the M1A1 bug juice. It's the one that looks like an airplane. I love that variant. These guys are fighting really hard for this hard point. I may not actually win this game. I'm fighting for trash time right now instead of rotating. I think I need to rotate up to the Gustav. I think it's going Gustav next, so I'm going to try to go ahead and get up here. I think it's the M1A1 Spitfire, or maybe the Bug Juice 2. That variant is, I think, excellent. That variant works really well. It looks beautiful. It looks just like a beautiful airplane. I love it. I love that variant. I think it's the best looking one. I do also like the Landship 2, because the iron sights are so incredibly good. Looks like I'm the boy in the hard point now. I'm not going to even challenge him. I've got an SMG. What am I going to do about that guy? I'm going to get as much time as we can here at the end. I'm going to go ahead and start picking people off as well. I don't know, guys, where's it going to rotate next? Tell me where it's going to rotate to next, because I do not know.
Recon searching for targets.
I have no idea where the next rotation point is going to be. Somebody please tell me. In the church. Oh god, it's so far away. Thankfully I spawned pretty close to it. Nobody's going for it. Come on, don't you guys want to win?
Hardpoint is in enemy hands. Shit. Hardpoint in allied hands.
A few seconds and we got this.
Enemy recon aircraft. Aircraft observed.
3 seconds and we got it. Got it. Got that victory right there, and I think I went positive on the KD too, so I'll get that challenge, and we'll join J-Hub for some openings. Did very good with the headshots in general as well, so I'm very happy about that. I'll show you the M1A1 variant that I'm talking about in just a second. Yikes, I made J-Hub wait 15 minutes. Crap. Sorry, man, I had my phone... Okay. I had my phone on silent. We're going to do some mad, crazy supply drop openings. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to join Hubs in Discord. Thank you for subscribing, dude. Appreciate that. Hello, Rub the Hub.
Hello there, darling.
Oh, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Just waiting on you.
All right. Well, I'm doing pretty good, too. I'm going to go ahead and...
Sending an invite.
Okay, I'm trying to get out of this lobby.
Alrighty then. Supply drop opening time. We've got 97 resistance and then 3 resistance bribes. So we'll save those for last.
Okay. When does the resistance events end? Douglas, thank you for subbing.
I want to say end of February, maybe?
Okay, so we got a long time to go on that.
There's actually like a clock somewhere, I think, when it shows.
Terribility, I see the DMs. I'm just choosing not to talk about them at the moment.
I sent you an invite and you're in here. Alrighty, are we ready for this?
We will be in a little bit. I'm just you know how it takes forever to load the headquarters for some reason. Hey, yes, Dovahkiin Actual says you joined the transgender Bigfoot. You guys are starting fast with that nonsense.
Bigfoot.
We're talking a bunch of nonsense today, and that's the nonsense.
Yeah, I was sitting here listening to your Korea rant to the point where I had to send you a text, be like, "Don't mind interrupt you, but."
Okay, so I'm in this HQ. I do not see. There we go. We see the hub here.
Collections.
People, my favorite variant.
There's 16 days, 13 hours left in the resistance, by the way.
Okay.
All right. So where are we? I say we need to open them up here at the
Bite
front.
the Dust 2. Bite the Dust 2 is the one.
What's the Bite the Dust 2?
Favorite variant. Bite the Dust 2.
Do I have that variant?
Yeah, it's a great one. It's the M1A1 that looks like the airplane.
All right. Well, let's start opening then, shall we?
Let's do it.
I thought you were opening them first.
Oh, I'll go first. Yeah, dude, no problems.
In your stream, you said you had some, so I figured we'd wait for you.
Dude, calling them in, man. See if I get anything good here.
You missed Kyoko giving me blowies earlier. That was nice.
Oh, man. I could have used some of that action myself.
Shout out to Jessica.
So far, nothing. I'm probably going to save my bribes until the very end of the event.
Okie dokie there, cowboy.
You're calling yours in early?
My bribes? I mean, I really don't care. I'll open them at the end of my 97, because if I don't get anything good out of 97 drops, I mean...
Oh my god, here we go. What is this?
Complete
it's
shit.
All stuff that I have, including Epic. Oh, well, I got the holes in pistol, but I already have the holes in pistol, too. I'm just getting invisible drops now. Not sure what's happening.
Kyoko, I have a ball in my head.
Here we go. What's this gonna be?
Shit.
Lame, lame, lame.
Can't hear Kyoko either. Yeah, that's a problem. She's mute. Okay. Straight ass. Here, take this. I don't want the ball anymore.
Call out a new subs. I'm gonna mute myself and call out some new subs real quick. Christian, Sam, Exturbulent, Douglas, Max Potter, Evan Polk, Gaming Tower, Rudel Strudels. Here's a rare one. Thank you all for subbing. I appreciate it. Along with Cohen Pyle, Teresa, Don't Get Addicted, Southside Zero. Thank you all for the new subs. Feels good. And also, if you have your settings on private, sometimes it won't give you the sub notification if your stuff is on private. Just kind of how it is. I don't know why it is, but that's how it is. We'll wait a little bit on 8 Thoughts.
I mean, I'll get at least a resistance item, but I mean, I've already got all the guns, so what can I get other than better variants, right?
Better variants is pretty much what you're looking for. And yeah, dude, I've seen the Netgear router with the new Duma software. Nice, I got an ice pick. Hey, I'm happy with that because I never unlocked the ice pick. That's a new one for me. Shane Silverman, thank you for the sub.
I think I got the gold heroic one.
That's a duplicate.
Greased.
It's a duplicate.
How many more you got?
I think I've got 10 more, 11 more.
Okay, okay.
Oh, what do we got here? Ah, I thought it was a gun. It's an emblem.
You know, that would have been much cooler if that wasn't actually a reskin throwing knife, which I thought it was.
It
Imagine
really
if
would
you're-
be.
Yeah, I ever since Black Ops 1, I wish I could have had a gold tomahawk or throwing knife.
Calling a few more subs. Dat Cookie, Jason, Shane, the one. Thank you all for subbing.
Ducking a gold tomahawk across the map and seeing like it shimmer and shine as it go across. Oh, that'd be so cool.
I'm in a heaven of duplicates.
Well, you should be earning up a lot of stuff.
Dude, I've already got 40k points or whatever.
I'm about
Playing
at
Hobson
6,500 just from daily login and whatnot.
I always have a ton of these credits.
There you go,
Red
Red Baron.
I already got that one as a duplicate.
Yeah, okay. I love how we're sitting here complaining about duplicates and us having everything for free. Well, never mind, you spent money.
No, I was going to say, okay, well, I spent money to do research for in-depth, but I would still probably have almost everything for free.
But I haven't spent a dime and I do have everything.
Right.
So,
I do
yeah.
think that this supply drop system is better than the ones that we've had in a lot of previous games. All right, I got Dick All, and I'm going to save my bribes. Your turn.
All right, I'm going to position myself for more people, maybe. This is fine right here. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can get right off the bat. 2 epics. 2 out of 3 duplicates.
I'm going to sit as close as I can to give like a good view for my subs.
All right.
Blue Sky's not bad. Christopher Madden, thank you for
duplicate.
subbing. You got 100 of these, right?
Yeah, 97 normal, 3 bribes.
Oh my god, dude. Okay. Let's see what you're going to get.
Garbo.
Can't be that Garbo.
When I did the 200 supply drop opening, it actually took 40 minutes. So we're in here for a while.
I just opened mine like really fast. I kind of like slammed through them.
That's what I'm trying to do, but it's still going to take a bit. God, these are all garbage. I think I prefer the rare supply drops, to be honest.
Oh, what are we going to get?
Oh, duplicate.
All right, guys, on my stream, I'm going to take a little break to give Boomby some pets. Actually, I'm going to play with my camera settings, too. I think it's just the light's too bright.
Chat, do you think I'm going to... Ooh, wow. I didn't have that. That's actually pretty... I get to join the village people. Chat, do you think I'm going to get a new heroic of any kind? Because I don't think I will. I want the snake PPSH variant. That's what I want. But I guarantee I'm not going to get a new heroic.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Boomby, are you a good doggo? Are you my good doggo? Yeah. I touch your nose.
Come on.
Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Rub your belly, huh?
This
Get
is...
you a peanut butter snack? J-Hub's not going to get anything good until I'm done petting you. So when should I finish petting you? When should he get good things? Never,
Now.
you say.
Oh, my God. The... it's a new heroic, but it is such the biggest letdown.
Oh,
That
he
is
ran away.
pitiful.
I woke him up too many times. He got mad.
Heroic should not have that stupid shit in it. That's a duplicate heroic. That supply drop alone just netted me almost 1,500 credit.
It's not too bad. I mean, you're basically guaranteed to get the new stuff. And no, guys, the dog is not paralyzed. He's just incredibly lazy.
He's fat.
Fireside Lemons is correct. He is deaf and retarded.
That's I don't have that.
That's nice. That's very nice. You got the Defiance.
Defiance.
It also has different
It has-
iron sights. It's got the circular ones. I kind of don't like them, but some people do.
I'm happy about that. I'm looking because it's gold and black. I like the gold and black variants. I mean, technically, I did ask for a new heroic, and that's
he's
what I
back.
get, right? We're definitely gonna hit about 15,000 credits off this.
Oh, easy. I'm getting experience that I don't need, but I'm helping your social score quite a bit.
Yeah, it's nothing like when I did the 200. I'm getting like 4 social score per This is when you need the stream joiners.
Mm-hmm.
What do you get at social score 14?
I don't know. I really don't. What was that? Wasn't there a challenge? It's like you got to open this thing with like 15 people watching or something.
I got no idea. Wow, I just got the mouse 4 supply drops back, and there's the duplicate.
What's your opinion on deepfakes being banned? Oh, they're only banned on one website, so let's go to a different website and find them.
Nah, they're banned on a lot.
Wow, these supply drops are amazing, J-Hub.
Yeah. Yeah, that...
Oh,
God.
dude, that calling, check it out. It's the same as the other one, but it has a gold border. If I were a different YouTuber, it'd
literally
be
just
like...
went into the firing range to our left and took a screenshot and put a gold border on it.
Yeah.
Yes, Jacob.
Uh-oh, they heard a food.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button if y'all like a pitiful supply drop opening where I get fuck all.
Poor J-Hubby.
Like, these openings take weeks to save up for sometimes.
Well, you got one new gun. Hype.
God.
Yeah, Dragon Regiment, man.
I got
Get
the
excited
heart.
about it.
I got the heart. It feels so good.
Valkyrie Infantry.
Yeah, I think that's a callback to the movie Valkyrie. That I did not remember was the name of the movie, even though I said the... Oh, God.
Tom Cruise playing the general that tried to assassinate Hitler, but he only had 2 fingers because he lost it in the North Africa campaign. This could be good. Check it out. You got a beret and
The
a Royal.
Royal.
That's a neat. That's one of the really small ones. It's like one of the short snub-nosed snipers.
Okay, so I'm down. I want to practice with the lead field a little bit better, or a little bit more. That's nice. Okay, so we've got what, 2 things that I might use.
You got a stovepipe. Hype.
I am not going to fucking use that. I'm done with the launchers. I don't need to touch them.
Your hype level's so low for this.
Yes, that's one thing I was looking for. Either
Nice,
duck
good.
soup or the snake.
You still didn't have the duck soup?
No, I don't.
Okay, the duck soup's one of the more fun ones.
Okay.
So you're doing pretty good. What do we got? 3 things you want so far?
3, 4. Yeah,
okay, and a
but
beret.
we're halfway through supply drops, and I've only gotten 3 things I want. That's sad.
Halfway, guys. Hang in there. J-Hub's halfway in.
Makis. I mean, you would think your stream would be interested in this as well. I mean...
They're not as big on the drop openings, especially when they're not mine, but it doesn't hurt. Not really. I only lost 300 viewers.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't care. I needed a little break just to, like, clear my head anyway, so it's all good.
I'm hitting them as fast as I can.
I know.
That's the 3rd mouse I've gotten alone.
You got a whole collection of mice. If you put your 2 mice together... Oh, here we go. Hi.
That's a duplicate.
Got a uniform.
Heroic.
So cool.
1,134
So
credits
cool,
for that.
man.
Okay.
You're still got 3 guns you wanted, so you're not doing terrible.
I mean, the one I want is the snake, though, the PPSH variant.
Funny, I
I'm
think
seeing
that's
really-
like one of the only PPSH variants I have. There you go. Speak of the devil, look what you got.
Alright, I'm good. I think the only one I don't have is the snake 2 now for PPSH, so I'm happy. I'm good.
Oh, that's the one I got, the Snake 2.
This has been worth.
Goes from a gameplay stream to a podcast. So
Ooh.
here we go. What do we got?
Oh my god. Really? That's a heroic? Really? Bang, bang, bang?
That's the same one as before, except now it has a gold border.
This is... Like, I don't have a... I like this supply drop system, but my god, you still feel like you got fucked. Oh. Well, thank you there, Jet. The Bleeders. Kyoko's new nickname. Alright, let's go. What do I want next, chat? What do I want next? What do I not have that I want?
The holes in pistol 2.
Nah, I'm good. I'd rather use the high mat. But then again, what do I want?
Do you have the Wonder Waff?
Yeah, I got that. I want a very good 1903 variant. If I can get the Nightmare 2 or whatever it's called, I'll take that. That's what I want. I use the 1903 a lot. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to get...
Somebody else is calling in his drops over here to capitalize on your... Hey, you got a shovel. Flash 2.
That's the second one. It was a duplicate.
Well, now can be the Flash 3, which I need to catch up on.
I gotta keep it away from the timeline or it'll fuck it again. Jeez, that mouse thing keeps coming up.
Ah! It's what, 4 mice tonight?
4 or 5. I'm about to hit 18,000 social score, so this is helping.
You're way ahead of me on that.
Even though I've noticed this headquarters has kind of really thinned out.
Mm-hmm. Well, somebody's hogging all of the supply drops, so... The goat, too. Yeah.
What is the goat? Some people have referenced that.
I don't know. I think it's just a joke.
Maybe it's the faithful
Here we
two
go.
that I want.
Epic Winter Clown! Yay!
That's so fucking stupid.
How many more you got left?
Give me a second, I'll tell you.
Okay, no worries.
25 plus 3.
Okay. I'm a patient man, so I shall wait on you.
There's another mouse.
I shouldn't laugh at you for getting so many mice.
You know, we could have had a kill streak in this game where all the mice are just have little C4 packets on them, so we could have the swarm, but in, you know, running on the ground form. Well, I'm almost at... I started this with about 6,000 credits. I'm about to hit 18,000.
Nice, you got 12k.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be good when they drop more weapons, I guess.
I hear my wife banging on things. Battle Watch is a fun one. It looks very nice. Irons are terrible, though.
I'm gonna wait for him to come back. That is the second Battle Watch I've gotten this opening. Yep.
So I was wondering what the noise was. I thought my wife was hitting something with a hammer. She is. She's hammering chicken. Frozen chicken, breaking it apart. Bites the Dusto 2.
What is that in 1A1? Okay, cool. You know how you pointed out the Battle Watch?
Yeah.
That's the second time I've gotten it this opening alone.
Oh, I must have stepped out at the wrong time then. The Battle Watch is a very nice looking variant.
Yeah, but Bite the Dust 2 I'm definitely going to put on, because if I do hardcore, Gustav is really good for them 1A1. Alright, we only got 16 to go. I'm still trying to get through them.
Terribility says, guys, remember, white people can't watch Black Panther on opening day. I'm going to be there watching it. Black Panther looks good to me. It's kind of trippy and psychedelic, which is kind of right up my alley.
You really must have liked the third Thor, then.
Dude, I love the third Thor. I thought that movie was funny as hell and fun.
It was. They shot Mr. Buddha Bless. I wonder if we're going to get at least one more heroic before this is done with. I don't know about you, but my bribes always stuck. I've never gotten anything good out of a bribe.
Same.
The
All
system
of my bribes
keeps
have been
glitching.
trash.
I'm hitting the button and it's taking like 6 seconds before it'll trigger. Okay, here
Probably... I don't think that these supply drops are like stored like they are in Overwatch. I think you ping the server every single time you open one. And I would, if I had to guess, I would guess there's like an algorithm that picks what you're going to get. I don't think that these are true randoms. I know very few games do true randoms anymore.
It could be based off what you use the most, because I use the FG42 a lot, and that gave me all the variants, and then I use the PPSH a lot, and I have all but one variant, I think, now.
Stir Burgess, story time is paused until supply drop openings are done. You should be getting close to done.
6 left, yeah.
Nice. This guy
Love
gave
how
you
there's a
thumbs
guy
up.
here giving... Yeah.
It says thumbs down on that one.
Yeah.
I think he's just spamming.
Okay.
Red Baron again.
Got it. I prefer the Haybaker, though. I think that's what it's called. Alright. Let's use the bribes now.
Alright, let's see what you get for your bribes.
Heroic. God, I got the McKees 1, and now I got the...
These are some awesome clothes, dude. These clothes are so hype.
I feel fabulous right now.
Hey, dude, that's a
Oh.
gold knife. That's actually really cool.
So I can use a gold knife to get my chrome knife.
Yeah, you can.
All right, well, I'm done. It's not too bad. Not too bad overall.
Not at all.
Well, if you feel like playing, just let me know.
Oh, I am ready to play.
You want to play with me?
Yeah.
I thought you were wanting to do solo.
I told you for the first hour or two.
All right, well, what do you want to play? 'Cause I've
I
gotta
need to win a
adjust my
game of
PPSH.
demolition for a daily challenge.
Oh, that's all? Okay, let me adjust my PPSH class, then I'll go easily do that for you. What should I run? The snake? Ew, the snake one looks like shit. We're gonna go duck soup. All right. To demolition we go while Kyoko continues to run around me.
The heart
Also, I
is
need
the
to set up my
strongest muscle.
VSTG class to be the new Defiant.
Just got a donation I got to read, so let me check that out. I'll be right back. Wallace, what? 123, $4 donation. What's your opinion on the cancer vaccine that is entering human trials soon? Here's some info on how the vaccine works. Okay, let me check it out. This is a little bit too much for me to take in live on stream. This is an actual scholarly article that I need to read through slowly and carefully and be kind of patient with. So, while I wish that I could give you a clear answer, because I do appreciate the donations, unfortunately I have no earthly idea how that works at the moment, and I do not believe that I have the mental resources to dedicate to understanding it here live on the stream. So I hope that you guys are patient with me and forgive me, but in general, any vaccine for cancer is good in my book. I thought that I had enough hits to kill that guy, I just stopped shooting him midway through like a knob. But thank you for the donation and for the support, and in my opinion, any vaccine against just about any good lord, that guy is sitting there. Wow. That's good enough to warrant an actual human clinical trial is good in my book. It may fail. It may not be the best, but it's one step toward progress. I'm going to get hosed here. I'm probably going to really get hosed here when I do this. I hope it works, man. A cancer vaccine would be a godsend. It would be a gift from God himself. I would love that. So I do hope that works. Alright, I'm back, J-Hubs.
Welcome back there, darling.
Almost had A defused, but fucked it up.
I'm in their spawn at the moment.
There's a ton of them on A.
Oh, is that right?
Getting headshots.
I'm sitting here trying to juke his ass, and I just get bayoneted charged. When's the next 12 hour? I don't have a plan for the next 12 hour, dude.
Why can't I defuse? Okay, so I was talking about this on my stream today, and I was complaining about it. Have you noticed that you can only defuse from certain sides of the bomb?
Yeah, and that was irritating the shit out of me earlier.
Same here, and depending on the map, it can make it either really hard to plant or really hard to defuse. When you basically have to show them your whole back, it's an absolute nightmare.
I think this game mode was kind of thrown together from the way it feels.
Interesting,
like it's search and destroy.
Because I had the exact same conclusion. Have you noticed how your teammates sometimes randomly drop the bomb as if you could actually pick it up?
And every time you spawn in, the thing alerts you that you have the bomb.
Mm-hmm. That seems mighty suspicious.
I think it was just thrown together on a modified SMD. Which doesn't make sense because I thought Advanced Warfare had demolition. Shouldn't they have been able just to import it in?
You would think. I'm so terrible at fighting this left-hand flank. I hate pushing people that sit back there. They've got such good cover, and I've got, like, Dick All back here.
The heart is the strongest muscle.
Thank you, Ben Salinas. Says, have you ever, how do you even test a cancer vaccine? Mass inoculation? I couldn't tell you.
No such thing as an actual cancer vaccine unless it rolls back the cell's progression from when it split originally from osmosis. Or is osmosis the correct terminology?
The heart is the strongest
mitosis
muscle.
and meiosis and all of that shit. Always forget.
I imagine mass inoculation would be the way to go. And Lil Sweat with another donation. Next stream, perhaps. I really love your content. It'd be cool to get your informed opinion on the vaccine when you have more of a read-through. I will if I can. That is something that's a little bit beyond my area of expertise.
What?
think of it as
Have they created a supposed cancer vaccine or something?
For certain types of cancer, yes.
I'd imagine if the vaccine, if anything, is like alerting the immune system that it really should not be there. I know that's how vaccines work for the most part,
What it
but...
seems to do, and I just glanced at this, okay?
Okay.
It seems to try to indicate, sorry, prevent it from growing to begin with, like a vaccine. It seems to try to alter the cells to where they don't generate the, I want to say, types of mutations that cause this specific type of cancer. I'm getting way disoriented here.
I'm
Community
getting
Red says, my
tapped.
wife has anger. I hope they find the cure. Okay.
Yeah, the
that's
cure
a
is
joke.
easy. It's called a divorce. Don't have to deal with the... This variant doesn't look too bad with the diamond.
Which variant?
The Defiance. Well,
That's
damn, Wolf.
almost all of them dead. We ought to have this thing planted.
Yeah, but... I have a feeling... They're all coming
I want
above
the
from the
headshot
window.
more than I want to live.
Bring her on the rosy, motherfucker!
Ah, not enough headshots. Baltimore Lewis, thank you for subbing, dude. I appreciate that.
Boom.
There we go. We're taking it into overtime. Easy peasy. The cure is to introduce her to smoking weed. But he says we need an... Wow, this guy is shooting that fast as shit. Did you see that?
I'm glad you think Kyoko's a guy.
Most people don't shoot that gun quite so fast. Must have rapid fire. It's been doing like a little toggler.
Well, I mean, you know she makes use of her fingers. I mean, yeah.
Warp, warp, warp. Here's another conspiracy I'm going to throw at you, okay?
Okay.
It's a Call of Duty related one, and I might just be going crazy here. I can't quite tell. But I feel like, and this is not a feel or a test, but I feel like the recoil in this game changes depending on how far away you are from the enemy. And by that, I mean, let's say you look at a wall that's 10 feet away. Okay? Somehow, via magic we could say, the game knows the wall that you're staring at is 10 feet away and it gives you a certain recoil pattern. But at a different instance, you look at a wall that's 40 feet away, and it can obviously it's a hit scan. It knows how far away your target is, and it adjusts the amount of flinch and recoil you get appropriately for a target of that distance. Because what I've noticed is when I aim at targets that are really far away, I feel like my gun jumps more, and that's not just like obviously they're further away, they're harder to hit, like the subtleties in the recoil are worse. But I feel like it actually moves more at longer ranges than it does up close, and it kind of drives me crazy. I don't know, maybe I am just crazy.
It's a possibility. If, I mean, magnify close up bullet pattern recoil versus longer range. It magnifies it.
Like, you know, guns in this game have like random amounts of jump, right?
Yep.
I want to say that when my target is at a greater range, that jump is more likely to occur. I'm gonna go
So,
ahead.
like, them trying to be, you know, historically accurate with it, the recoil.
I don't know what it is. It's sort of difficult to explain. I think that would be a difficult thing to program for, and kind of a stupid thing to program for as well, honestly. But it is how I feel about the situation.
Difficult? No. Pain in the ass, yes. It would just be a simple randomness algorithm. Those are actually very easily to program.
12
Just
more
have
headshots in the Type 100.
Speaking of Gustav,
Oh man, my friend the cannon. I think I'd rather play that than Anthropoid. Anthropoid is so big.
also I got the SVT shit out of luck 2 variant. I know you like your SVT. What was that all about?
Yeah, I like the SVT about as much as I like a rock in my shoe.
What, you didn't want to go full-blown, Lego? I'd like
No.
stepping on a Lego first thing in the morning. Just to warm up your day. So what is your goal for the stream right now?
My goal?
Yep. Like, what are you working on?
Gold camo on the Type 100, which I had basically no headshots on to start with. I did all my daily challenges, and I'm making some progress on this. These SMGs are taking a lot longer than the rifles.
Yeah, wait till you get to the actually hard things going for headshots, and then you're not going to be talking about how you're never playing hardcore.
Skywalker Games, thank you for the sub.
Play hardcore, I guarantee it.
Well, I think for the carabine and for the toggle action, I'll have to, and I might have to do it for the machine pistol, depending on how much.
Oh, I forgot about that variant. I gotta make that as well.
I want to kill myself. The machine pistol, I know, is going to be real bad.
Variant. Yeah.
Launch their ordnance and crush the enemy.
No, wait till you have to do the high mat pistol.
The high mat? Oh, you mean the machine pistol?
Yeah. You're gonna want to shoot yourself.
I just grenaded myself. So much for my quick rush.
Where they at, though? Lumber pile, apparently.
Son of a biscuit-eating...
Can I have the biscuit?
There's a guy camping by A in the corner, so that when you go to try
The
to...
heart is the strongest muscle.
Chris Bubb says, is there any defense against incendiary shots? Yep, armored. Armored will...
Or, yeah.
Yep. Armored reduces the damage, like, by a ton. I shoot people with that stuff, and it seems like it doesn't even hurt them. Yeah, I knew that was going to be a losing fight, but I wanted to go for it and had a good chance to get a headshot. Yeah, armor will do the Lord's work for those incendiary shells. What is this ninja? The guy on A flag is like a ninja. He's got me twice in a row now.
Ninja. Should help you out a little bit.
Eyes in the sky.
Oh, nope, 1 minute up.
We have fire superiority.
Damn it. I really would love it if they made it to where mountain doesn't work unless you're moving. Like, that's one change that never needed to get reverted.
Oh, I forgot I don't have a suppressor. There we go. There's so many dudes hiding around here by A. They're like hiding over here somewhere.
And they're up on the cannon now.
Oh, I'll just plant then. I'll just win this match and move on.
Okay then, Jones.
Thought he would turn around and come get me. Nope, I got knifed again on Alpha.
Guess he thinks it's nice to meet you.
I knew that was going to be a headshot.
My dumbass just jumped off the cannon.
What about jumping off cannons again? Is dumb?
We have to make dumbasses in our
It happens
lobby.
all the time. I think it's a perfectly natural thing to accidentally slip off the cannon.
It's,
Good work. Rest up for the next push.
All right, we're going to take a biblical question. Here's a fun one.
Oh, God.
Random question. If the Bible says the commandments apply to the people God let out of Egypt, then why does somebody like me have to follow when I was never let out of Egypt? Led out of Egypt.
Supply line.
Well, first of all, you're kind of being a smartass and asking the question in a way with no context, but the God leading the Jews out of Egypt was basically a
Not a thing.
historical thing about faith. And the entire point of the New Testament, that entire, 500, 600 pages at the end, was to explain that the rules are now open to Gentiles or non-Jews as well, which is why God would appreciate it if you would follow them. The short version of that. It's basically, the Old Testament is like Jewish history, roughly, religious instruction. New Testament, Jesus shows up and he's like, hey, Gentiles or white folks can join this party too. They're welcome aboard. And they should also follow the rules, because the rules apply to everybody, not just Jews. And that's basically it. That's the shortest version. And they're trying to make some sort of weird false equivalency that God like didn't personally do you a favor, so it doesn't matter. I think so.
Dude, I can just imagine some pastor when people started realizing that chapter, like, no, they figured out the loophole. They're not going to come to church and give us money anymore. We got to figure out how to make them come.
No, see, that doesn't. The way you say it doesn't even make sense anyway, because it's not like God said, "I will get you out of Egypt if you follow my rules." It was like this historical
fucking
story.
thing. A guy with a book who wanted more power edited his
Just
book
humor
to
me
have
with
more
the
power.
simple version of this. But the point is, like, those are very far apart. Why the rules apply to Gentiles and why the Jews left Egypt, even though historically speaking that didn't happen. I said I was just genuinely trying to learn this stuff.
Man,
Bible needs to be taught better. I really wish people would teach.
Bible just needs to be fucking deleted so people can get off this whole religious I own you kind of shit.
Not that. What I mean is, I wish that people would teach some of these things in school for historical context. Like,
No.
yeah,
No.
no, the historical
No.
context,
No.
linguistic constructs, origins of our law. I'm not telling people to get religious
No.
instruction, but they could use a crash course on X religion believes Y things because of Z reasons.
It would be better if we could just archive all the shit and not have to teach it, or that's religion is something in all of human history that just needs to be forgotten and done and over with. It always gets abused, it always gets manipulated. Just get rid of it, and we're heading that way. We're gonna get to a point in the next 1,000 years where you're gonna have barely anybody who's still religious,
That
unless
is
there's another
very likely.
unless there's another alien force that comes around and scares everyone to hell and back. It's
point
not gonna
being,
be.
teaching religion in public education is just as valuable as teaching Shakespeare or Kant or Roman history, because all of these things
The
build off
heart
of
is
each
the
other.
strongest muscle.
It's a storybook, all right. Take it to kindergarten and also bring up all the fairy tales. And no, it needs to be kept out of school.
Shakespeare and Roman history were not fairy tales.
Shakespeare wrote a lot of fiction
Yeah, and why do we teach that fiction?
because it's entertaining.
No.
Throughout all of my English classes, whenever Shakespeare came up, well, what do you think he meant in his story when he said this? That's how that ended up. I don't know what schools you went to, but
Apparently I went to schools that actually taught people some shit, or maybe you didn't pay attention. The reason you learn these things at all, boys and girls in the stream, is not simply because they were entertaining, which they are. It's that Shakespeare is the first credited use of numerous figures of speech, words, languages, and phrases that we still use today, often out of context without understanding of their original meaning, where they came from, or anything about it whatsoever. We still teach Roman history because that is the history of the civilization that we basically based our legal system off of, and some of our holidays and some of our philosophical beliefs, some of our civic beliefs, how we organize our societies and taxes and things like that. The reason we teach Shakespeare is an appreciation of arts and culture, of the change of culture over time, of the origins of some instances of our culture, which you do find origins of things in Shakespeare that would be shocking to you, and it's to give a greater understanding and appreciation of those things. And in that same vein, teaching religious history, even if it's Islam, even if it's Confucianism or stuff like this, relevant to the culture that it is taught in, is an important thing to learn as to why people do these things, why they have these phrases, why we have certain laws, why certain little quirks of culture exist. I think that those are facts that are worth learning.
all right. So actually, the real reason you're taught things is because certain levels, people who with higher power want to teach you certain aspects. They're not going to teach you all of history. They want to teach you those certain portions as to push their own agenda. That's why
that is nothing to do with what I just said.
Is that why there's a lot of southern states who are trying to push to get religion back in schools?
No, that's because they're scared little people that are terrified of the idea of God not being real, and they think if they clamp down hard on everybody else that they'll get brownie points when they go to heaven. What I'm talking about is a teaching of culture, not necessarily religion, not necessarily a book, but you teach aspects of a culture to the children so that they understand the people around them, so that they understand the history of their region, and so that they can have some sort of appreciation to it and decide whether or not to pass things on or to get rid of them.
Do you know how much shit I was taught in regards to history from first grade to all the way up to even senior year of high school, that when I got into college, they basically said all of this is bullshit, and they taught something else in its place?
Correct.
There was so much shit. So if that's the case, why is there not a common standard that only one thing is taught, and now when you get to another location, it's overwritten and that didn't happen?
Because 7-year-olds struggle with the complexity of historical decisions and instances.
So let's lie for a certain amount of years before we actually say what's going on,
well,
rather
it's
than just not
it.
teach them that in the beginning. You'd be surprised how smart kids are.
Right, but you'd be surprised how smart many of them are not. Like, there's the reason what you're trying to do is make an equivalency statement that says, I was taught a bunch of bullshit about history, therefore all of it's bullshit and none of it's worth learning.
I didn't say all of it's bullshit, but a huge chunk of what we're taught, we're also missing chunks that actually matter.
But that's not the... But that doesn't invalidate everything. And the reason that you're missing those chunks is because 8-year-olds in public schools can't handle super complex historical topics.
Don't teach it. You either give the full accurate and you're truthful, or don't fucking teach it at all. It's that simple. Because there's a whole waste of time and money for the teachers to go, hey, this is a thing, this happened, and then completely
not every concept builds on itself in such a way. How many sciences have you learned where you would learn the simple version and then you would go to college and be like, okay, this is kind of a shorthand we use, but the big boy version is really these things happen.
That's not how science works. You're doing history.
Correct.
Science.
The concept there's
rarely
overlaps in that small children aren't going to be able to understand the inner politics of Nazi Germany and why some of these things happened. Like why did Hitler get rid of the... Okay, we'll do this. Why did Hitler kill Jews? Tell me, just the adult version, quickly.
Because he chose to.
Why did Hitler choose to kill the Jews?
Oh no, there's many of them. He didn't get into art school and he thought that there's someone in power from Jewish. Okay, his uncle was Jewish and there's rumors that he got molested by him. And then Hitler was half Jewish. Maybe he just had a vendetta and people in his life, you know, who were Jewish, pissed him off to the point where he decided to kill them all just so he didn't have to deal with them. He hated himself. He could be, you know, what is it called? Self-deprecating? Deprecating.
Or maybe all those things are true, but also Jews were an excellent scapegoat, and when you demonize one group of people in order to unify another, it's a really awesome way to seize power, and as long as you keep that group down, you make them feel better than everybody. You make your other group feel better, and you kind of maintain
it's
power.
person manipulation, but then again, all that is taught is just one part.
Right. What they teach you in school is that Hitler was a big meanie and he hated Jews and he killed them all. And in a very, very simplified sense, that is true. But 7-year-olds are not going to understand, well, in fascist politics, in order to maintain the power structure and keep the proletariat down, what you have to do is scapegoat and isolate a group of people so that a different group of people can hate them for racial biases, and then in doing so, you manipulate it. Like, 7-year-olds are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? But the basic fact that they need to know is that Hitler is bad, and he didn't like Jews, and he killed a bunch of them.
And in the end, he wasn't even really the worst part of World War II, where the Russians killed more. Mussolini was going batshit insane just like Hitler. In the grand scheme of things, Hitler didn't even really kill as many people as even though genocides that are going on to this day in Africa, correct?
Probably, but the reason that we hate Hitler so much is the Anti-Defamation League.
One specific type of person.
Hold it, run this by me again.
Hitler targeted Jewish people.
Right, which is different than other groups, and also because when Israel became a state, and when the Jewish people finally got their state, they worked super hard after the war to demonize him, to make him an enemy of them of all time, as to sort of make an example.
Yeah, to make him the big bad of all time, when in
Right.
reality, he is just a small blip on the very radar that is human existence.
Correct.
He's
And
not
while all
e-
of these things are true, these are not ideas that small children can ingest very easily.
That's why you don't fucking teach them that.
But they need to know some basic facts.
No,
like,
they don't need to know that
they
until
don't need to
can
go to
actually
school and be
understand.
like, World War II, isn't that when we invaded Zimbabwe and killed all the kangaroos? No, they need to know something about it, some inkling of understanding, so you give them the simple version while they're young.
And that's
Go ahead,
how
Strawberry.
you get all these assholes like, Nazi apologetics or people who are still Nazis, and instead of teaching them what's going on in the world and overall what has been happening, you target on one specific person who really wasn't as horrible, did
Pretty
bad
terrible,
things, but he's been topped by many more people since.
Mao.
Even at the same time of his genocide attempt, he was already topped by another person in Russia. Like, but yet we target
Well-
specifically, he's the big bad. Even though there were so many more people,
Right.
so many worse things. We never touch on Japan using live test subjects. In a sense, for some people, it could have been worse than the actual Holocaust with what
Well,
they
you
were
know
doing
why
to
we
the
don't do
people.
that, right?
Yeah, because we got all the information off of
Yeah.
them from this. Yeah,
We bought
but,
them out, basically, and we
but
don't want
and
to look
again,
bad.
this is the whole point that I'm going to. There are people higher ups who are determining which part of history is worse than the other, instead of just stating history as it occurred.
Then I'm going to
There
throw
are-
another one at you. Who are these higher-ups that are censoring history?
I'm not saying like a group. I'm just saying that instead of it being a straightforward, non-biased teaching, there are certain people with their own beliefs who think that this part of history was more important than this part, when in reality it is a timeline. The saying is that history will never repeat itself. History has always repeated itself and will always repeat itself whether you try and prevent it or not. You can sit here and look through all of human existence. It's constantly repeating itself. The only difference is tech. As they have evolved, it has occurred in different manners, but it always repeats itself. But instead of like showing the timeline as a whole, showing why this section happened, there's always a push of like, Hitler is always the big bad. He's always been the big bad. And then you get into media and it's like, he's always been the worst person. We need to demonize him. He's in all the video games as the huge target.
Because
Instead,
it's
like,
easy. You don't want to make the bad guy some obscure person that nobody...
but that's not reality. Reality is not easy. That's what I'm trying to get to. It's like you need to teach
Wrong.
history, no bias. Start to the point we're at. Stop trying to push whatever agenda. Like there might be someone who pushes Russia's worse, or the genocide in Africa right now is worse. Just teach what happened.
See, but you changing the subject.
I'm
You
not
said all this
teaching what's
shit was
happened.
useless.
No, what I was saying from the beginning is that you're taught what some higher up in some educational department of the government decides you're being taught. You're not being taught straightforward, and honestly, there's always a huge bias, and it can
Right,
go up
there's
the chain.
always bias. Victors write history. The people that win write history.
Yes, but there's always, and there might be an agenda. I don't know. I don't fucking care at this point. All I know is that you're never taught straightforward what happened. There's always a focus or targeting on some aspect, whether it be huge or tiny. It's never straightforward. And that's where that whole argument was at, that you are simply taught what higher ups believe you should be taught, and not instead what actually should be taught, right?
And what actually should be taught? Somebody has to make the decision of what should be taught.
If you're going to teach history, start from 10,000 BC and just teach it. Do not focus, do not push your own agenda, do not say this person is worse than the other. Just teach history for what it was.
It's
That's-
not, unfortunately, that simple. While I agree that that's great, history is always going to be rewritten by victors. It's always going to be more complicated than it should be. And you're always going to run into ding-dongs that are like, there's no such thing as history before 5,000 years ago, because that's when God snapped his fingers and Adam and Eve popped up. Like, the issue is that there has to be somebody making these decisions in a place of power, and they are ultimately flawed people.
Dude,
That
if there is
means-
a God in the end and he grants one wish, I just want to know what the history of humanity. That's all I want to see. I want to see the real history. What happened, what did not happen.
They can
That
be
would
pretty
be my
messy.
wish. Because it's just, you start looking at stuff and it's like, some things that are taught are just straight blatant lies.
Mm-hmm. It's because they're easy to ingest for most people. Some people, not just children, some people you know are so stupid they can't handle a complex fact.
That's why if I have a message for anyone going through school, and this is what I did to the point where teachers would always tell me to stop talking, question everything and research yourself. Do not let other people's biases get put into your head. Develop your own. Imagine
Anyway.
the world would be a much more different place if that was the case.
Backing way up, I do believe that teaching history and culture and even religious history, culture, languages, arts even, are important to developing a well-rounded individual.
I just brought up like a conspiracy theory from like ancient Greece. What if there was something... What if it was a religious nut that actually burned down the Library of Alexandria?
Easily could have been.
Simply because, like, it proved that, you know, Jesus was no... Wait, was that BC? Was that
That was
before Christ?
way before Jesus. That was when the Jews were a little blip on history.
Recon airborne.
Damn.
I'm just saying, like, what if there was some religious reason they got burnt down?
The heart
Could be.
Instead
is
of...
the strongest
Because
muscle.
wasn't it really burnt down because they were refusing to teach people to read and then they got mad or something like that? And I can't remember.
I got a donation from Ben Salinas that says you and Alex Jones are sharing the same drugs.
You know, Alex Jones is a crazy asshole, but every once in a while he finds that nut that a blind squirrel would.
He does, and I think that's a very accurate way to describe him. He is out of control, but he is always digging, and he sometimes finds stuff.
So Alex Jones is one part crazy conspiracy theorist who does a lot of research, and the other part is he's good at manipulating people. There's two aspects to it.
Yeah.
And I know a lot about manipulating. I know what buttons to push to get what results you want. It's really not that hard, depending on the person. Some people question, and it might become difficult. But Alex Jones is just—he's good at doing that. He can say what you want to hear, and turn the conversation just enough that he can alter your opinions.
But he knows he's got kind of a captured audience as well. He knows that group is kind of easy to work up.
Yeah. And let's be honest, I would call him kind of like an Elron. He's out to make a lot of money. He's not really out there to bust the conspiracy wide open. No, he's out to make money off people.
Oh yeah,
He's
with his
manipulating
products that
them
he
to do it.
pushes.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Some guy in my chat's like, the liberal agenda equals death to America. I don't think anybody wants death to America. Well, maybe a few nuts on the fringes of things.
I can count at least 5 or 6 countries off the top of my head who do want.
Well, they're talking about like a political party. They're like, the entire Democratic Party exists
Nazi
only
party,
to destroy the entire United States of America.
The Antifa idiots. Thanks for having Fortnite.
I do find those people
The
very
heart
amusing as
is
they're
the
anti-fascist,
strongest
but
muscle.
all of their tactics are incredibly fascist.
There was a recent one where Antifa went and protested an LGBT parade because it felt like it was not including somebody,
There
I
you
think.
Okocho TV says, honestly, people should be teaching themselves to find their own information, own work.
It's hard, though. It's starting to get harder and harder these days to actually be able to do research to learn, because things are trying to get censored so heavily or modified.
Oh, I'm interested. What things are getting censored and modified?
Well, I'm just saying there's always people out there who, again, are trying to push their own thoughts and opinions, so they try to limit the actual information that occurred at that time by either deleting a line here or there, just barely twisting it.
Can you give me an example?
Not off the top of my head because I'm sleep deprived.
I disagree with you in that. I don't believe that there is a big group or multiple groups working hard to...
I did not say that. I said
change
it's
history.
harder depending on where you go to look for information.
Because there's a lot of bullshit out there.
Yes, it is harder to find legit sources because there's always people out there trying to manipulate it.
Correct.
to push their own agenda.
It's
You keep
an
trying to
internet
fuck
unique-
up what I say.
You keep trying to fuck up exactly what I say all the time. So we're kind of going at it and similar.
I'm gonna gas your ass at PAX, that's for fucking sure.
I think I might gas you more. You want to change up
1v
game modes? I'm kind of tired of playing this game mode.
Yeah,
I'm playing this
1v1
like
me at
all
PAX,
night.
bitch.
Kill confirm, Dom, something new.
Okay.
Ozzy, you're a good boy. You might be a little bit of a racist dog, but you're a good dog.
Religion and a COD stream? I mean...
Talk about whatever you
know.
want. It's a stream. It's YouTube, man.
I mean, if there's a true, fair, and just God, as long as you're not an asshole throughout life, you should be good to go. If there is some sort of afterlife. Like, I hate all the idea of these... What is it, the Catholics, where they go and talk to a pastor and then they're cleared of all their wrongdoings. Like, no, if there's a fair, true, and just God, all these fuckers who do all this shit...
Lol Sweat, I usually use Wikipedia, but anything that looks a little fishy, I'll check the sources and read the actual, like, full article. It's a really good one. Wikipedia is a great starting point, but you gotta read the actual articles. You can't just read the little summary.
I kind of hope there is a God, and I hope that he just gives every one of them the fucking bird when it comes time. I would laugh and laugh and laugh as I go to hell.
Blake Sparkman, thank you for the sub. First sub in a little bit since we've been on this interesting train today.
What is my political preference? I have none. I have my own beliefs.
Can't keep this up.
I will say abstaining from vote is a vote. A lot of people try to say, if you don't vote, you're wasting your right in this country. It was like, no, abstaining from vote is a vote.
Mathematically speaking, yeah.
That's what I try to tell people, like in the House. If you choose to abstain, it doesn't count towards the goal. Like, if you must meet 60 yeses for something to pass and you have 39 no's and 1 abstaining, it doesn't
Oh, I
pass.
didn't get it.
Or whatever the math is. Even if it's 1 off, it will not pass. And if it's because of an abstainer, well, so be it.
Now, that's mathematically true. A lot of people do this for elections. You can see in the most recent election, you had people that would not vote for Trump or would not vote for Hillary, so they chose not to vote. As far as the math is concerned, not voting is basically the same as a vote for whoever you don't want to win.
I truly believe you would see higher voter turnout if you added an option that stated neither. And if that option won by 50%, both candidates are wiped, and you must run for at least another month to get another 2 candidates, and
I
then
think
they run.
there was an interesting idea kind of like that in an ancient culture. I don't remember which one, chat, you can correct me. But there was like a choosing of leaders. And the votes were basically, you know, leader A and leader B, or neither. But the thing was, if enough people voted for neither, they would kill A and B.
Well, I don't say kill, just make it to where they can never run for political office ever again, because the people have made their opinion clear.
Right, but the idea was interesting that they would do that. So
I don't know.
somebody
I
says
would
not
like to see
voting
it.
is valid. It's objecting to a corrupt system. Well, that's fine, but all the corrupt idiots will just vote for stuff that you now have no control over. I'm not saying voting's perfect or our system's voting, but choosing not to do that is effectively the same as not voting.
I mean, like, if they added that option, I'd be more vote, to be honest, because I'm not voting for the lesser of 2 evils. I refuse.
What is with all the quickscopers here? Like, I'm having not a hard time killing them, but they're making my headshots way harder than it needs to be. What do you think about non-winner-take-all voting?
What do you mean?
So, you know, our voting right now is like, he who has the most votes wins. Like, if there's 8 candidates, and the guy that gets, like, 20% will have the most votes, he wins, right? But there's also a system to where, like, let's say we had 8 candidates, right? And we voted, and the spreads were kind of even, but there was one person with the most votes. What they would do is, like, knock off the last 4, and then do a second round with the top 4. And then probably knock off 2, and then do it's like a systematic voting. To what you do is you vote to eliminate people at the bottom first, and then you vote for the people at the top. But it's interesting. Or there's another system to where, let's say, J-Hub, you had 25 votes, and you could give all of your votes to one person, or none of them, or you could spread them around however you wanted. And what it does, it's like a weighting system, so it shows like your true preference. So instead of being forced to take one person, like him, love him, everything, you can spread your votes around to express your opinion more evenly. and these
You
yield
wouldn't
very
want that
different
'cause you would
results.
just have collective stack. It would if you can convince people to give all your votes to one person, you can override those who actually didn't abuse the system.
I think that that's what would be happening a lot.
Recon searching for targets.
Is that the majority of
Okay.
people probably would go all in on one candidate.
All right, so we have a message in. I think this guy says, I think religion is necessary to establish a moral norm. It's not perfect, but I would rather idiots guided by a book than just plain idiots in a group. Really? So you think like everything that's been existing through history with people pushing and forcing their moral norm on a society to the point where you literally have an inquisition, say, coming out of Spain, killing off the majority of natives and say North and South America simply because they refused to switch over. That moral norm, you do realize by saying that it's like you're always going to have conflict because one person's moral norm is going to be different from another.
Oh yeah, there's always going to be a zealot party. I think the idea is that that's better than having commoners and cavemen butchering each other at random and being difficult to control.
But it doesn't. Like, religion has existed for... I know that, what is it, famine is the #1 death in all of human history, correct?
Yeah, it's probably famine.
And would you say that sickness might be second?
Something like that. Famine and sickness will overlap with each other.
Because I would argue that, like, religious reasons should be tossed up in the top 3. Right? Think of all the people who've been killed just because they believed in something.
If you wanted to say unnatural
The
deaths,
heart
definitely.
is the strongest muscle.
No, I'm saying indirect cause to a religious Inquisition. What is the one with the C that I keep forgetting the name of? Because Christians did it, the Catholics did it.
Crucifixion.
Yeah, you had that.
That was Roman. That was a Roman
times.
capital punishment. It wasn't originally a religious thing.
You could argue.
Apparently, I missed the donation.
Trying to think.
It was about, what do you think about the way Activision requires you to submit a report to their Twitter with video proof before the cheater is banned? Do you think there's a better way to do it in your opinion? Probably not. Video proof is very conclusive, and since all the consoles automatically record, it's pretty easy. Give me a headshot. Give me a headshot.
Lucky that they're even willing to do that, right?
It takes a little bit of work, but you can, with the touch of one button on either console, or just talking to it, record the clip.
Crusades, thank you. That's what I was
Crusades, and
looking for.
automatically post it.
Yeah. That's why I make the argument of, like, every religion has done their own thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would, like, make the argument that, would you say, is it Islam or Muslim? Like, is it Islam as the religion,
Islam
correct?
is a religion, yes.
Okay, would you say that what they're attempting to do right now with certain sect, I'm not saying all, because even with the Crusades and the Inquisition, it was a certain part, the majority didn't want it to happen or didn't care. You can say that the time frame for that religion is right now. Could you make that argument?
You're saying that since Christianity and Islam were founded roughly 600 years apart, give or take, that the phase that Christianity went through with the Crusades is similar to the phase that Islam is going through with jihad.
But I'm essentially saying that every religion ends up doing it. Well, minus the like peaceful pacifists, because Catholics have done it, the Christians have done it, and now you could say that certain sect of Islamics
Buddhists
are doing
have done it too, and Confucianists have done it.
So like every religion
I've
goes
had
through
thoughts
this
like that.
history.
I'm not sure if those are sociologically accurate, but I've definitely been thinking about things like that. Yes, the thoughts have been there. I don't want to go on it all balls deep, but maybe? Question mark? Unsure.
It just goes back to me mentioning that history always repeats itself, and that's why I'm saying
Young Money, thank you for the sub, along with Mr. Sir and Destroy Max. I appreciate it.
argument that it's occurring now with like Islam. Because believe it or not, I remember researching this a bit. It was back in I want to say 1200s and 1300s where wasn't the Islamic people really heavy into science even before Christians and Catholics? Like they were studying the stars, they were pushing mathematics beyond.
Well, funny story about that.
Is that false?
Yeah, that was mostly the Persian culture, and when they were invaded, that all kind of got destroyed. And somebody in the chat says, actually, Christianity and Islam began at the exact same moment. No. No. There was even our calendars are about 600 years different. That is unfortunately not true.
But I just want to make the argument that if every religion has done it, then every new religion will do it eventually. You always get the fanatics who try to push their own thing. Big Tribe and Young.
Kill confirmed. Okay.
Yeah. Kyoko's not playing. She stopped a bit back. I don't know why. Unless she DC'd, I didn't get a message.
My first headshot.
Oh, Kyoko, you muted the stream. Why? There's some people around you who don't like what you say? I like to classify myself as an observer. I don't try to pick sides in the end with looking at everything. I just try to point out what I see.
This kind of drives me crazy, right? I shoot a guy like a couple of times, and I know I'm aiming for headshots, so it's a little different. Matome Mabalebele, thank you for subbing. And I got him down, like I hit him like 2 or 3 times, right? So one headshot will do. And I turn the corner and I feel like I just die in like 2 shots. Like the dude just drops me. There we go. Super annoying.
Because it's funny, like I'll make my statements and then people come in and try to classify you as like, oh, that sounds like Trump supporter kind of stuff, and then like things of that nature, and it's like, I'm just stating what I observe. Yeah, I might form my opinions overall, but I'm not locked by any specific thing. It's like you realize you can exist with opinions without having to be classified. You're right. Wow, I just felt like I was a Tumblr page. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you can't misgender J-Hub.
You know I identify as a Sasquatch, so fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to get my flak guns. That way when they inevitably get their requisition streaks, they'll have it ready.
I should run that more often.
I'm just saying, like, ordnance plus, you know, non-50 point per game mode things, just, it makes it feel like COD again. Because now it's like 8 kills if I want flak guns, 11 kills if I want paratroopers. It makes more sense.
I'm just camping it out. I'm just trying to get my little bloodthirsties here.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
I have no idea where the spawns are.
They're on me.
Kill confirmed. Counterintelligence aircraft ready. Counter recon is airborne. Engaging enemy air. Recon airborne.
Alright, I got my flak guns.
I still don't know where the spawns are. Shit, they
East
really
side.
are on me. Fuck.
This should help it. I got paratroopers and the flak guns, so when they start coming in, I should be able to shut them down.
I think I'm 1 off, so I want to camp this one out.
Yeah. Go for it. The spawns are rotating, so you need to be aware. I think they're moving clockwise. So like where you're standing, they should be pushing.
They're right beside me, actually.
Yeah. The spawns on this map mirror MW3. Like I should be about to be getting right up in their shit here in a second. Yep. That makes sense where they're spawning right now. You're blind.
I think they're actually going to push through by my side over here. Get me back pretty bad. Well, I've got some interesting news for you, Hubs.
What
You're
up?
going to like this one.
What?
Apparently there's too many paratroopers for me to call in my own.
Mine are still alive? It's news to me.
Couldn't call them in, man. There we go.
Oh shit. No! paratroopers are next to me. Hopefully they're gonna assist.
Counterintelligence aircraft ready.
Took your paratroopers kill, by the way.
Searching for targets.
That's fine. I don't care.
Intelligence airborne. Engaging enemy aircraft.
What's up?
I'm gonna put up my flak guns.
Do I
just
need to mute?
'cause-
Skies.
Uh-oh. May I have a stream dinner? I'm still going. I have not completed my challenge. I'm sorry. May
Recon
I have
airborne.
stream
Searching for
dinner?
targets.
But you didn't eat during your stream.
Not normally, but I don't want to be rude and
Recon flight concluded.
not appreciate your cooking while it's fresh.
Returning to airfield.
Or make you wait to microwave it, because that's rude, but I haven't got my challenge on this particular gun yet. This is going to be a really long one tonight.
I mean, you can heat up the dinner later. It's fine.
Okay. So no food up here?
I'll bring it up.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't even know you were cooking for now. I thought you were cooking for later.
Ooh, that's gonna blow. God damn it, where did he even come from? He jumped over. Okay. I was trying to get a V2. I don't know how deep I got in.
Kill denied.
I got another flat guns though.
Kill confirmed.
Nah, he just... I guess two of them spawned over here in the corner. I killed one and the other one climbed over, shot me in the back.
Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed. Recon aircraft ready for mission. Recon airborne.
I was wondering if it felt like there's less people in here.
Counterintelligence
There are.
aircraft ready. Kill denied. Flag bursts commenced. Targeting enemy aircraft. Kill denied.
But yeah, I've started running flat guns, so it's just a big fuck you to requisition users.
Engaging
Gotcha.
enemy aircraft.
It's all I can do. I mean,
Recon flight concluded. Kill confirmed. Well under pressure. This victory will be reached.
yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. If Area 51 at a point was that, you know, alien base, it's no longer because it's gotten too
Mark and Clorox, thank you for the subs.
highly, like, test facility for military weaponry. I think that's all that is now. I mean, if there was anything alien related, it's definitely moved to an off-site location that's not known about. Because that's the point of, you know, trying to keep secrets. You don't let it get out.
Check Balaz, thank you for subbing.
You know, if you want to keep on playing this game, armory
Alright,
credits.
I think I gotta go. I think it is dinner time for me.
What? I thought you were gonna keep streaming.
Nope, I gotta go.
Alrighty
It's
then.
good playing with you. I gotta bounce.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, guys. Thank you for watching tonight. I appreciate it. It's been a very long stream. Unfortunately, we did not get the challenge that I was hoping for, though we did get very, very close with it. I got a lot of bloodthirsties as well, so I'm basically pre-gamed for the next stream. I'm going to go eat dinner with my wife because she has been kind enough to cook me dinner, and it is very rude to say no. So I'm going to go ahead and eat. Guys, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. I was just heading downstairs.
Oh,
I was just shutting the stream down. I'll take that down.
okay.
All right, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you later. Drifter out.